Hello and welcome. Welcome to Dragon Memoria. Yay! For those of you wondering what this is, well, it's Dungeons & Dragons. Or more specifically, a group of people playing Dungeons & Dragons. And no, don't worry, it's not 3 people and 2 pictures playing Dungeons & Dragons. They just went to get our unwitting sponsors. Unwilling, maybe?
I can't wait for non-labeled, non-brand something.
Oh no, we have an ad for that. Everything's been labeled yellow. Alright, so if this is not something you want to watch, Dungeons & Dragons, people playing Dungeons & Dragons and doing stupid stuff, well, if you're watching this on YouTube or on Twitch, where it's actually playing right now, you're in luck! They give suggestions. You can pick one and we'll forget that you were ever there as soon as you leave. Don't kid yourself. For everyone else who actually wants to be here because they enjoy us. They enjoy watching Dungeons & Dragons. They enjoy us playing Dungeons & Dragons. They want to know who's going to be today's unwilling sponsors. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you with us. No, Monster is too big. They don't need any sponsors.
He's just unnamed enough.
Or maybe they're just been coked out for the last 36 hours and haven't been able to get to sleep.
Are we live?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Okay, I'll talk about how I buried a body later today then.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, during our break.
Yeah.
GGIRP.
We don't want to spoil the punch to anyone. They gotta look for it. Now they know it's there, but So, what else? Small channel. We don't have a lot of publicities. So, ambiance. If you like the thunderstorm in the background, it's a bit quiet today in the background. The thunderstorm. I don't know why. Oh yeah, that'll get a rain. That's a good soak.
Just give them a spritz.
So, for the ambiance, it's ambient mixer. For battle map, Dungeon Alchemist, and for world map, Wonder Draft. Yay! And we're all done. And if you see lightning strikes in the background, don't worry, it's not an actual storm. It's just my second computer that's glitching out and giving us a whole lot of static. And it's making lightning appear everywhere. So, all fun, all good fun. Maybe my second screen will die during the episode. Who knows?
Or maybe we'll get a visit from Sadako.
Oh yeah, or something's gonna reach out to the screen and try and pull me in.
Yeah, her name's Sadako.
Well, I was referencing Poltergeist, but yeah, there's also that. So, anything else? Who's sponsoring us today?
Clean your room. Clean your room.
Is anybody interested in unlabeled, non-branded, zero sugar, zero caffeine, lemon lime soda?
I thought you were going to say, sponsored by water.
That's what I'm sponsored by.
Oh, cool.
By generic
Water.
Mexican burrito shop.
Sponsored by steaks.
Oh,
Just
damn, that's a good
random
one.
home-cooked steaks.
Oh, that's a good one.
Sponsored by testosterone.
No.
Yeah.
And mixing cleaners. Don't do it. My hands now smell.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. Alright, so, our best sponsor comes from our Dragonborn, who is eating something very Dragonborn-like. So, we have a winner. You get my gratitude and undying... Well, I don't know what's undying. Undying monster. And so we go back to the episode.
Congratulations, you get an undying monster.
Alright.
That price again? Dang it.
So, what happened last episode?
I was being attacked by the undying monster.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. That's just where we left off.
Well, yeah, no. The rest of the episode was the party escaped the city where they were in for the last few days. Minutes after their escape, however, the situation shifted toward the worst as they received a warning. Hounds had been released to track their guide, Civ, which seemed to have narrowly escaped the city. Not wishing to face those hounds, the party kept on running. Minutes turned into hours, and eventually our heroes learned one of the hounds was chasing them. Worst even, this hound was an arcane construction called a Griever, a machine they had been warned about. In short, warned about not engaging it. As
Moral of
long
the story: do not engage the griefers, guys.
as long as they kept moving, our party was slowly distancing the creature. But once night fell, they realized the beast would most likely catch them. Hopefully not while they were sleeping, so Remy put up a tiny hut and they were mostly covered. When morning came and they found the beast staring them down, our adventurer decided to engage the creature. And things turned weird very quickly. Everyone decided to strike from inside the tiny hut, inflicting massive amount of damage. Gears, bolts, bits of armor went flying off. As soon as they could, they all got out, they pulled it apart, they started trying to gather the pieces, trying to figure out why everyone's so worried about it, and then suddenly, right in front of them, the pieces started to pull back together, reforming itself. Audience even partially helped the whole thing because you had a whole bunch of parts in his hand, and he saw close, very close, some of them screwing back together, snapping back, and reforming parts of the inside, just jumping off of his hands, of his arms. He tried to grab some as they were just rolling off, and even though he managed to grab a few of them, others escaped him, and they just rolled back together and started reforming the creature. Now, the creature did not fully reform. You'd expect that the creature is probably 2/3 reformed. Meaning that right now, as we enter the 4th round of this combat, audience is staring down that monster, and part of its face is missing, one of its paw is completely unarmored, part of its belly is exposed, and you sort of see the inside. This machine quite literally looks like an undead machine. You're not sure if it was meant intentionally, but if it is, someone has a really sick sense of humor right now, somewhere. But now you gotta worry about the fact that it's targeting you and it decided to attack. And so, I just turned on the battle map, I sent my group a version of the field in front of them. Yes, it's all white because it's a snow field. And I made sure that approximately the size of a tiny hut was in the center. Mostly devoid of snow because everyone's been moving in there.
Alright, I use my feet nobody knows about. I'm going to sentry it.
Alright, so, yes, there's a bigger bed because audience is taller than everyone else, and there's only 4 beds because Fisher doesn't need a bed. So, the beast, I said, came from northeast. You have Fisher, you have a trap set up southeast. What is the size of the trap already?
It is a 20.
20 by 20?
Yeah.
So
16 squares.
yeah, all right.
That's 20 square feet. So I assume that means a 20-foot square, not 20 square feet.
No. That's okay. All right, and the tiny hut is 10 feet in diameter, so it's exactly there. So the beast was there. It was on the dome. It stepped back. Everyone left trying to pull it apart. Fisher is supposedly in place to try and pull it toward his trap. So I'm gonna put you under it. Remy is still inside the dome because if he leaves it, it disappears. The dome is easy to see. It's the area where it's on the ground, so that's where your dome is. Tobiyashi, Jorg wanted to stay inside the dome to be safe.
I'm right outside the dome.
Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, the battlefield looks like this when you enter it. It's gonna appear in a moment. And the monster is large, so just gonna take a few seconds to update so that it's the appropriate size.
Okay.
Alright. So, initiative had been drawn. I still have the initiative. Fisher at 16, audience at 12, Remy at 11, Jorg at 9, Tobiyashi at 5, and the beast has 21. I placed a tree near where you are because I figured you'd all enjoy the smell of pine in the morning. Calming, soothing. You know. I also wanted it not to just be a white plain. Alright, so the beast goes first, and where it is. So, first off, is the positioning okay for everyone?
Yes.
Alright. Then it was the beast.
Perfect.
Jorg, do you want to be somewhere else? The only thing that you said was that you were inside the dome, so you can be anywhere inside the dome.
Yeah, right there is good.
Okay. Alright. So, the beast has reformed. 2/3 of its body has retaken its shape. It took damage from audience attack of opportunity, I believe. No, it was an audience attack. No, you missed. That's why he was able to move away.
The catapult hit it from Jorg.
Oh yeah.
Just
Okay. So right now it looks probably half of its body is missing. Well, maybe a little bit more. Alright, and it's attacking you, audience. So which means that's easy to count. This is gonna be claw, and bite. So claw 28, claw 25, and bite. Probably because it's missing half of its head. 14.
both claws hit.
All right. You have this moment where it hits you once, hits you twice, and you see it move forward, and you get the feeling that you see the little mandible of its head trying to close on you, as if it didn't notice that half of its nose is missing. All right. Here it is. 2 times this. So a grand total of 33 points of magical slashing damage as it strikes at you twice.
Ouch.
Interesting beginning of a fight. and it stays there defiantly, watching at you with only one eye. All right, Fisher, you're the next one in initiative with 16.
Somebody slide around it so we get advantage.
I could. That will kind of take all of my movement. I do think. Yeah, I think that because we want to just. Yeah. So I'll scooch around to. What, F14? That would let us flank?
Okay. 14. I would imagine that either audience or Tobiyashi just lets you pass without.
I hit him.
I hit him with sentry actually. So
I don't want him to move.
Hey, there's movement. Fuck! Oh, sorry.
There's suddenly a lot of PvP happening here. What's going on?
And then I will attack it.
All right, go ahead.
With a booming blade. Does a 22 hit?
Yes. We had established
Right.
last episode that its AC was 22.
Yeah, I forgot if it was 22 or 23. Okay, so that's gonna be.
You mean you don't remember? Sam just said, I knew it, I told you.
Honestly, because it's missing chunks, I hope its AC is dropped.
Well, you'll see why. Well, maybe you won't. I don't know. It depends on if you solve it.
It's harder to hit because there's less. They're just gaps that you just swing through and miss. So that's 14 slashing damage, 4 lightning damage, and 5 thunder damage.
So 14
Like he's bending
slashing.
on his
Or it's just lighter and more dexterous.
So 14.
4 and 5. So 23 total if resistances don't matter.
Okay.
And then until the start of my next turn, it both cannot use its reaction, and if it moves, it takes 2d8 thunder damage.
Okay.
And then for I'm going to use my bonus action War Magic attack. That is, yeah, that'll hit. That's a 27 to hit.
Yes.
Or, 21 total damage.
All right. Again, bits and pieces of that creature are just flying off, breaking off, falling to the ground. If I remember correctly, there was a whole lot of damage done to it right at the beginning of the round. Audience missed, but everyone else attack of opportunity succeeded. That's why I registered 72 points of damage at the beginning of the round.
Oh yeah,
The Divine Smite twice, too.
No, he missed
And a
because
crit.
otherwise he wouldn't have been able to move.
no, I missed. I think most
No,
other people
I meant
hit,
when we were
though.
hitting it in the orb.
Oh.
Yeah.
We were inside the orb.
Yeah, I missed.
You know
Most
that.
other people hit.
Uh-huh.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, so it's level 4. Here we go. There we go. This is when it rose.
And let's see, it took like 4 rounds to start reanimating,
Well,
right?
It took one full round, I think.
No.
Well, you are right now at the beginning of the 4th round.
Okay.
But it took a full... Like, we had a round of actions before it
Uh-huh.
reanimated. Meaning if I can get my thing open, we could do the thing of all of us could just toss a lot of pieces in it, and then I could close it.
And we just do that the next round too. Then a tiny bit.
Eventually, the beats just reforms inside of audience's space, and
We just hope we don't need to open it
until you go back to the
Or-
garden.
We have, yeah. That's maybe not the best idea.
Most of your
What do
money
we
isn't
have
there.
that we need, though? Oh shit! Not
I mean,
mine.
it's not the worst. I mean, there's nothing in there we need right now, to be fair.
I mean, it's also where Raimi has stored the pre-prepared, like, glass of holy water,
Yeah.
as well as the
I have
empty
trouble.
glass vials that aren't filled with holy water.
What we could do is we can put it, and then remember how there was that cliff over the water? We just hold it open over the cliff over the water, and
That's
if
what
it
I was
runs
thinking.
out to attack us, it just falls off the cliff.
Or
Then it's the sea beast's problem.
yeah.
Oh, good lord. Good heavens.
I feel like it's just gonna walk on the ground.
I believe we're
Right.
literally smack dab in the center of the island right now.
Yeah, I more meant
to,
when we went on the train over
Oh,
to the
okay.
island once we got
Like-
up there.
Uh-huh.
just from
Or-
an archaeological perspective, I just want to state for the record that you guys are doing what humanity has been doing for literally millennia. It's like
Throwing
you
off
have a
big
problem
creature
that you
off
don't want
cliffs.
to deal with, throw it in the ocean and let it take care of it.
Or down the
Yeah.
cliff.
No,
Yeah.
but what we do is
Exactly, you
Sounds
get
like a
it.
good plan to me.
Can you not see that there are leviathans in the ocean? It can fight the leviathans.
we let it reform around the bomb, and then when it gets cold, we just run away, and eventually.
Yeah,
it'll
but
get cold
okay,
enough
so
to
the
blow
bomb
up.
would then kill it once again, and then,
then
it would just reform, and there would be a waste of the bomb.
It would
Okay,
bend all
somebody
the
said that
parts.
it might have like a central body or something like that.
Oh,
There
that's
was
one
an
of the
idea
theory.
that-
By the way,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really
yeah.
enjoyed the fact that you all talked about this during the week. I was just reading this. Oh, cool! It's so fun. I haven't seen my players talking about something for so long. I really enjoyed it. All right, so next one is audience.
Okay. Audience is gonna use his... I don't know, you said I was partway through. Is it an action or a bonus action to finish opening my my portal thing?
No, because you used your weapon to try and do an
it got
attack. It
interrupted.
had to be
It got
interrupted.
interrupted.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. Well, I'm using my action then to open my space. My space is now open.
Feel like I'm going back in time with this. You're opening my space, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, there's
My-
viruses
A
in there.
song starts playing.
My space is now
Yes.
open. Is
MySpace.
there anything I could do with my bonus action? No. I guess I will hold. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's
All right.
see.
That's all I do. I open my space. It's a really exciting turn.
A bunch of pictures on the background, and then there's music playing. It's saying for the
I
dragon.
keep the
over
flank.
the
I
camp.
keep the flank, and I open my space.
I like it and I hate it so much. So, both at the same time. All right, which means it goes to Remy. Safely inside of the bubble, looking at your friend, looking at that monster that keeps getting pulled apart, and well, so far it's only reassembled once.
Well, honestly, there really isn't much that Raimi is allowed to do.
Unless you drop the ball, unless you drop the shelter.
Because, like, the only other thing he could potentially have done, this is where, like, the Ring of Warmth was a bit of an annoyance, because, like, I can't properly have attuned to the Bloodhound.
Oh, right. So it's not gonna.
Not that it would particularly matter for this creature anyway,
Okay.
but it at least would have been a magical attack I can do at range.
Yeah, no,
And
absolutely.
bracers.
We don't know if it's resistant to non-magical stuff yet, so you could just see.
Well, the thing is that if he's not attuned, he's gonna throw his dagger and he can't get it back.
Well, no,
Yeah.
like the only other option I have for a ranged attack is to like make an attack from my bracers, but all of the daggers in there are non-magical.
Yeah, but I don't think we have. I don't think we know yet whether or not non-magical damage is resisted or not.
I guess we haven't technically tried it, but I'm pretty
just
sure it
kind of
is. But
assume.
if nothing else, I'll at least try it.
I mean, I could check on my side when it's my turn.
Yeah, unfortunately,
you
you're
guys.
the last one to go.
Ah.
Your initiative is 5. You're looking at
That's
this
one-
and you're just saying, "Shit, what's that thing?"
But yeah, since I'm not using anything for my bonus action anyway, I'll steady aim and throw one of my darts from the bracers, not using any of its special features. Thank God for advantage, because one of those was a nat 1. That's going to be a 25 to hit.
That's enough.
This was a D4. I've also now rearranged my dice setup a bit just so that all the dice types are next to each other rather than organizing them by color of die like I had originally.
Color of die. Sorry, that's a dad joke.
That's hard to read. Okay. We have... Let's see, that's 3...
Me,
8, 13, 16, 22, 27 non-magical piercing.
Okay. 27, you said.
Yes.
Okay. And damn, that's gonna be one heck of a. All right. So, you aim steadily, you throw your dart. As it hits, it feels like it slightly bounces off of it, losing itself. You just hear it crunching inside of this beast that's almost completely destroyed. Yeah, you know. It didn't do the kind of damage that you'd expect from a throw that went through the head and inside the body. So you have confirmation that it's at least resistant to piercing non-magical damage.
Well, now we know.
Hey, it's not
And we can't do
immune.
anything else, so...
It's not immune. That's something.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of damage.
27 is still like, half of that's still damage.
Yeah. All right, which means we finally go down to Jorg.
Jorg!
The creature seems to be struggling to keep up. One of its leg has been disconnected and it fell to the ground. It's walking on 3 paws.
I'll just stick a moonbeam on
You
it.
have to leave the dome if you're gonna
Yeah.
do that.
It's true.
Yeah,
Also,
just
I might have
just
done
gonna
that
go ahead and remind you,
moonbeam
yeah, at least gotta
in
step
exchange
out.
for wall of
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah. I was thinking, do you have any animals that can carry more stuff to toss into a space?
Just get a couple swarms of rats to just like.
Like, the bigger thing I want is it's almost dead again. I just want more hands to get more of the parts into it in the round in between.
Mm-hmm.
The rats can all grab a bunch of screws.
If I use heat metal, we could just bend a bunch of its parts until.
Heat metal would be very good.
Yeah.
Heat metal it.
I'm gonna heat metal it.
You have to leave.
Yep, I will leave.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Where are you
I'm gonna
going?
I will go to just above that NPC, so G.
You have a lot of tanky boys between you and it. It does
Yeah.
have to get through us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously
no,
I'm
I'm
there.
not too worried
I'm definitely super tanky.
Yeah,
Tankiest person here, if we're gonna be honest.
and I'll throw down a bear totem too, so everyone gets the 13 temp hit points.
Ooh.
Ooh, except for maybe would that pass through the dome, or does
It would not.
Oh,
It is-
sorry,
It is
Raymond.
a magical effect.
Jorg doesn't really understand how that works.
It's only been something he's been doing for the last few months, but he doesn't understand.
He's never. He's never seen you get hit, pretty much, though. So
Honestly.
Like, Rainy, why do you always look so fine?
It's because I'm hurt on the inside.
yeah. So heat metal is that heat metal. If a creature's I'm just gonna heat metal on it. On what looks like its head,
Okay.
which is just an automatic 2d8 damage.
Yep.
Thing is, I'm reading this, and you have to keep something in mind. If there's an organic component inside, it's going to damage it. Otherwise, you're just turning this thing into a huge ball of flame.
Oh, that's a good point. Like,
Wait,
if
it
it's
doesn't.
If it's
Wait,
pure
what?
metal,
What do you mean?
if it's pure
It still
metal,
does damage though.
it's just you're just gonna superheat its structure. Meaning every time
But
one
it's
of
still-
you is going to
is
attack
it immune to
Now, if
whatever
you do
kind
it
of
3
damage
times
this
in a
is?
row, he's gonna melt, obviously.
Mhm.
it doesn't state anything about melting. So if there's an
So-
organic component inside, it's going to damage the organic component. But if it's fully clockwork and it's working as a huge piece of machine, it's like trying to cast a heat metal on an animated piece of armor. Is that going to damage the piece of armor, or is it just going to turn it into a large, superheated object that every time you try to touch it, it's going to singe you?
It's because the spell, it can't target a creature. It has to target a metal object.
But the creature is made of metal.
But wasn't it also wearing a piece of heavy armor?
It's
That was at least part of the description.
but it's not a added armor. It's skin.
I think it.
The
By
heating
the-
would cause the clockwork to expand and bind.
By
and then
the,
throw some oil
the
on it.
wording
Yeah,
of
so-
the spell, you can't target a creature with it. So if all of its metal parts are the creature, then you can't target it.
All right, then then instead you get another clue of what the creature is because you focus and you start concentrating for the magic, and you can't find anything inside of it to grab with the spell. I'm not making you lose the spell slot.
Thank you. Yeah, I was wondering.
Because you started focusing on it and you were just about to release it as the energy was building up, but it's early enough that you can just let it dismiss and it's not going to burn out your spell slot.
Oh, not a creature.
Well, maybe I can't burn it. I'll just frostbite it. So it has to do a con 15
Okay.
saving throw.
$23.
Never mind. What? This thing that's designed to live in a cold environment is not
Isn't
taking
worried about a
damage from
little
my
bit of cold.
damage. Well, at least you guys get temporary hit points.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna test something out here. It's my turn.
Jorg?
I think at this point we should just sick a like a pack of 8 wolves on it and just like let them.
Yeah, I might
take
just
care
do
of it.
that.
Jorg, however, think about this. You do have one information that the others don't have. You know that the entire metal thing is considered a creature.
Yeah.
It's not wearing armor. It's. Ugh.
It is the armor.
Yeah, I'll let them know. All of the metal is part of the creature. None of its armor.
All right. Tobiyashi.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you're right. All right. It's the entire thing is armor. Is machine. All right. Then I can only hit
Let me
skin.
hit I'm gonna hit it a couple times. With my fist. I want to test something out.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to make 2 attacks and see if they hit first, and if they don't, I'll use my bonus action to make another 2 attacks.
All right. So right now, as it is limping, trying to stay up. Maybe you should. Just saying. Maybe you should do 1 attack at a time, and think
Well, yeah,
about
yeah,
this
yeah.
1 step at a time. Meaning,
One-
if you
one
want to
second, I
do
gotta go-
something, don't necessarily wait until your last attack. Oh, he left.
Goodbye.
All right, 1 step at a time, 1 hit at a time.
Yes.
1 death at a time. Okay. All right, I got this. All right, I got my dice. Give me 1 second.
Remember to roll with advantage.
Yeah, roll with advantage. First hit. I'm doing it. 24 to hit.
24 is enough.
All right, now what I want to do is I'm going to use a key point,
Okay.
and I want to try combat insightfulness. So it gives me a +1 to hit the target, +1 to AC against the target, and a +1 to dexterity saving throws against the target. I also want to know, what does it mark on him? So I could see my key as a mark on him, right?
Just make sure that you're not trying to use 2 different abilities.
No, it's 1 ability. It's
Okay.
called combat insightfulness. I'm just trying to see. So it says by spending 1 key point, a successful attack Orlan's fist wearer can mark its target. Once marked, the first wearer receives a +1 to hit, +1 to AC, and a +1 to dexterity saving throws against this target. Only 1 mark can be activated at a time. The mark fades away if the target dies, if the first owner falls unconscious, or after a short or long rest. So I want to see, what does it mark with my key? Does it mark everything? Is it also marking the pieces that fell off of it?
Okay, you want to know how it spreads.
Yeah, like where does my key go throughout it so that it stays marked?
I'd say as you punch it, and first roll the damage.
Oh yeah. Got that down. Oh, what is that? Oh yeah. Okay. 9 points of damage.
Okay.
I got a big dice too. I just want to see if it's also marking the things that fell off of them and the stuff that hasn't gone back. yet.
Okay, so
And where exactly it's
you
marking.
see your moment of opportunity and you strike at it. Your fist goes inside. You hit something, something breaks, and the entire structure collapses in front of you.
Fuck.
However, as you decided to push inside and mark it, you feel your mark inside of it. It's supposed to wear off if it's dead, but it's not. It didn't wear off. It is technically still alive.
Still alive. And I can't see where my key marked it, or I just know that it's marked.
It's the creature itself has been marked.
Okay. All right.
So the only confirmation you have right now is that it's still alive.
Alright.
Or functioning, because it's a machine.
Alright, start tossing pieces, guys. Toss them in my area.
I'll tell the others that when it goes down, it doesn't count as it dying, and it's still marked. So there has to be something that's either nearby, or that's controlling it, or that is its actual life force, in a sense that it's not it itself. And then I'll use my so I can't heard my next attack action. Can I?
Well, it's a piece of junk. Yes, of course you can keep hitting it. You can technically keep hitting a creature until it reaches double its hit points in minus. So yeah, you can keep hitting it.
I'm just going to use, just so we can hurry this up, I'm going to use I still have another attack. I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to use Action Surge, and I'm going to start picking up the pieces and running it, because I can't use my... Okay, since I have 2 attacks around, I can't use my second attack to pick up something or use it, right?
Alright, so...
You could punch a piece into the thing. We also have bonus actions still, but yeah.
I do have bonus action, yeah.
You could also just keep hitting it.
Alright.
It might make it stay down longer.
I'll hit it one more time.
I would just put pieces in it.
Also, it might be to making death saving throws. Maybe that's the key thing missing here.
I heard a hint, wink, wink in what Draken just said. So I think you maybe just want to keep hitting it.
Alright, protect it.
Alright, so of course you hit because
it's down. Alright, damage.
Here's the automatic.
It'd be an automatic.
Is it an auto crit?
It's the same thing as being restrained. So yeah, it can be an auto crit.
Okay. An auto crit? Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah, just as a fun fact, if you're unconscious and you get hit by an attack, it's counted as a critical hit.
A melee attack.
Yeah, in melee. Yeah, yes.
Okay, 13 points of damage in total with the crit.
Right.
And then
pieces keep breaking, becoming smaller pieces.
If we're just gonna keep hitting it, I might as well. I'm gonna use my bonus action before I use my. Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to hit it twice again.
Go ahead.
It's automatic hit, right? That's what you guys said.
Auto crit.
Yeah, you have to roll to hit.
Okay.
Or
But if it's
are
a
you
hit,
saying
it's
it's
an
the auto
auto
crit? Yeah.
Just in case
okay.
you hit one, you know.
All right. Yeah. Okay. 17, 23 to hit, and then so for the first one, 8 points of damage, and then for the next one. 25 to hit. Uh, 14 points of damage for the last one. And then I'm going to see if this does anything to it. So I'm going to use my action surge, and I'm going to cast lightning bolt at all the pieces on the ground.
Oh.
No, that's gonna bring it back up.
Nah.
So you
Someone will have 2 bolts sticking out the side of its neck.
you just see Tobiyashi going at it like a madman, just ah! All right.
I don't want this thing to come back up.
Well, of
just
course,
cast
it
it.
ultimately
Man,
fails a
Toby just
dexterity saving
Can't
throw.
help himself punching
I
dudes
can't.
that are unconscious.
I can't help it. They gotta die. They're too weak. Okay, so it's an automatic fail. So, is this critted? Is this
You can't crit with a saving throw.
No, you can't get rid
Okay,
of the
okay.
saving throw.
But it does automatically fail. So
Yeah.
does automatically fail? And I still have my powder inside of it, so it turns my lightning bolt into 4th level. So I get another. So I get 96.
It turns it into a 4th level?
Yes. Let me keep
That's not how that works.
my
You
powder.
get advantage on the damage roll.
No, I'm talking about the powder. Give me
Yes.
one second.
Yeah,
I was reading it earlier.
no, it doesn't. It gives you advantage on the damage roll.
The flail opens the elemental dust. Okay, so dust level 4 lightning bolt DC 15 when I add it to the mace.
What?
That's what it says on my mace.
we
On
can't
the-
read it ourselves because you have your sheet set.
Okay,
to private,
so- This version of the Atmit mace head can also cast 2 a day the lightning bolt spell at its base level save DC 15. If storm dust is fed to the Ashmit, the level of the lightning bolts will increase. So it says
Okay.
dust adds
Oh.
level 4, and then pebble level 5, silver,
All right,
sliver 6, and then shard.
then. All right, then.
Nice.
If I wrote it, I wrote it.
Okay, so it's a unique aspect of the thing that is giving you lightning
Yes.
bolt, not necessarily something of
Not
the powder.
dust.
Okay, so 96. Wait, 90. Oh god, 90. Holding.
You can roll the damage twice. Take the higher number.
Yes.
$32 points of damage.
All right. So you have this moment where you just see him hit and keep hitting, and then concentrating the energy inside of his meteor hammer and just hitting it again. You see the lightning bolt hits, explode. You see bits and pieces being thrown in every direction. The lightning just makes a huge light everywhere and then goes straight up. Feels like it was a hit by lightning, and you just see Toby actually going. And
The
there's-
mark is still there. No.
Yes, the mark is still
Damn it.
active. The creature
Now
is
this
still
thing's
alive.
gonna get back up.
And there's a lever sticking inside on the side of one of the pieces, because you never took it off.
Yeah.
Although you
And then
can't
that-
recognize now which position it's in.
Alright, well, we're back to the top of the initiative.
Yeah, that'll end my turn.
All right, go back to the top of the initiative.
Sure.
Throughout the round, you just kept seeing bits and pieces of it flying off, but there was so much damage, you didn't notice that all of the gears, they just kept on rolling, reassembling itself. And you see one of its leg, part of its head just going... And it just roars and keeps on going at you. It regains part of its hit point pool, and it just keeps on attacking.
If you had to give a percentage,
About a third of its body comes back together.
We're making progress, guys.
So less of it comes back every time.
So that's
Maybe
what
'cause we
we're
beat the
that's
shit
what
out of
we're
it
that's
while
what
it
we're
was
going that's what we're going with right now.
All right.
Also,
so-
apparently, I don't think that the thing's gonna work because I thought we had a round between when it came back. It just comes back on its initiative, so we don't even have a round. So unless we kill it at the beginning of a round, we're not gonna have time to put pieces in.
oh, you know what might be happening? It's like it could very well be that every time it's coming back, it's also coming back with a smaller hit point pool, and eventually we do have to kill it with massive damage. But it'll have like a smaller health point pool as we get down lower. Potentially. We have not tested literally any other
Oh yeah,
options.
I mean it went full 2/3, 1/3.
I
So
just
we'll
need
see what
to get
happens.
it low enough so that audience can auto crit.
All right. So this round, Tobiyashi was the one who made the most damage. So it will turn and attack Tobiyashi.
Audience will hit it.
Go ahead.
Da-da-da, da-da-da, da. That's a nat 1. Luckily I get advantage. That's a 25 to hit.
25 is enough.
Probably.
Alright. How many spells do I have left? I'm gonna save my level 2. I'll use a level 1 for a Divine Smite.
Good call.
Alright. Damage is 8 plus 2d8. Plus 13. So that is 20 something. 21.
Alright, so this was this round. Alright. Really?
If we're using old lightning bolt, I could shoot the lightning bolt into the body and
yeah,
Also,
okay.
it,
then bounce around.
Sam, it might be worth testing out the mace on it.
Ah, that is a good point.
Alright,
It
so
may be.
how much damage you said you did?
Although we know it's not undead at all. Because it would be...
21.
Oh, 21.
21. Alright.
Oh, did we figure that out?
Well, it's because he's not getting a divine smite bonus to.
But it has no matter
oh, right.
either. What we learned from its thing, it's fully
Yeah.
construct.
Alright.
Well, I'm going with the information that we had much earlier, where he wasn't getting an extra D8 for smiting it.
Yeah.
That too.
Alright. Alright, I just said it turns toward Tobiashi and it attacks.
Yep.
17, 24, and 20.
Can I? I would like to silvery barbs the 24.
24. 19. 17, 19, and 20.
19 doesn't hit because I got a +1 now since I marked him.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Noise. I will give myself the advantage.
Okay.
So I dodge them all, and then what does silvery barbs look like when it blocks for someone?
I'd say it probably looks like a flashes of light,
Yeah.
distracting whatever creature what the creature was doing.
It is basically like pocket glitter in
Ah.
his face.
Actually,
Fuck
I'll
Sam.
go ahead and say, like, I've never described it because it's, like, honestly, I don't use silvery barbs as much. But at least when Raimi does it, like a spectral cat just like goes around the creature's legs. And
Like purring.
That's okay. I don't mind that. All right.
Yeah, all it says is you magically distract the creature. So
Ah.
All right. So one hit was not enough to hit. The other one, because of your insight, you managed to dodge it just in time. At the same time as you see these glitter
Flashes
going
of-
in front of his head.
Pocket sand.
Because of that, you have that moment of, oh yeah, the opportunity, and you see this in slow motion. You know, the claw coming right over your head, and because your hair has started growing again, you just have a few strand of hair that just, unfortunately, the last one just hits you, and the last one is the bite, unfortunately. So it's 19 points of piercing magical damage.
Damn.
Chomp.
I'm pretty sure if I got hit by all of those, I would have died.
No, you have an extra 13 HP too right now.
Yeah, well, I know I have the temp. Now I'm at 65 out of 71.
Yeah, you wouldn't have died. It hit me for like 30. It would have. It can hit you for like around 50. It probably can hit you around 60 max. If they all
Well,
hit.
Damn.
also, a little known secret, like just behind the curtain, like typically a creature's bite does more damage than its other attacks, but usually
okay.
bites also have, they either usually have a higher damage potential or they have a nasty effect associated with it, or both.
Now I turn into a zombie.
yeah.
Machine zombie.
No, obviously, mechanical werewolf.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be so awesome.
The Griever actually just buffs our party. We all
Yeah.
turn into mechanical werewolves. Or have
All right. All right, so that's its turn. It turned attack Tobiyashi, which means now it's top of initiative with Fisher.
hit it.
Okay,
Fisher.
I am just going to wail on it.
Damn. I didn't think my
First
insight was
attack
actually
is a 23 to hit
23 is enough.
for 14 slashing damage and 4 lightning damage. It will no longer be able to use its reaction.
14 and...
And 4. So a total of 18.
Okay.
Didn't it just use its reaction? I mean,
No, it used its
No.
action.
Use its action.
Yeah.
It
Now it
had
can't use
multiple attacks. You
Gets
dodged
3 attacks on a reaction.
You dodged 2 claw
Three
attacks
attacks
and
on her,
you
yeah.
got hit by a bite.
And then the second attack is not going to hit. That's only an 18.
That is not enough to hit. Alright, Fisher again tries to whack it, and as always, bits and pieces are just flying off in every direction. It doesn't seem to be slowing down in any way, although its body looks severely damaged. The motion that it has, it doesn't feel like it has trouble moving because it's exhausted. It feels like it's having trouble moving because there's too many parts missing.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so that's Fisher, which means the next one is Audience.
Audience will also hit it.
Alright, go ahead.
Well, that's gonna hit, but since I'm advantage, I'll keep rolling. Okay.
You never know, you could get a critical.
I did get a crit.
Oh! Just
I got
didn't
it
want to
now.
rub it
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
But,
boy.
Alright. That's 12, and then I'll throw in another level 1. Wow, those are bad crit rolls. Those were about as bad as you could have. It's basically gonna be as much as it's actually gonna be less than a normal divine smite. It was only 18 damage.
Damn. You're getting a little bit nervous because you just see it just keep reforming. So 18.
remind me of that demon slayer.
I did not roll a single damage dice over a 2 off that crit. Oh wait, I'm swinging again. I forgot.
Yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
that was
Go
my
ahead.
first attack.
So you have this moment of, I'm gonna get you, and you see your hit going straight for the center of the creature, but
23 on the second one.
23 is enough to hit.
Alright, let's go do that. So that's 10. That's another 2d8. That's also 18. So I hit it again for another 18 damage.
Alright. 18 damage. Which means we have... Alright. So with that second strike, you hit it, and its body again collapses. Everything falls to the ground. Right now and moving, with bits and pieces rolling off in different directions.
Okay.
Which means now we have Remy.
I was gonna say, I guess if it falls apart on my turn, I'll use my bonus action to throw 2 or 3 pieces into my space, because it's right behind me.
Okay.
I'll take a couple pieces.
Alright. So you just bend over and with one hand grab a few bolts and just throw it inside. All right.
It doesn't get those.
All right, so they just fall inside, and they fall at the bottom. You just see them roll, scatter on the floor of this dimensional space.
I would actually try, if I could, instead of grabbing a couple of bowls, I'd try to grab one plate that had the inscription on it, so it could be looked at later by someone else.
Okay, try and grab a bigger piece.
Just like one piece. With
Sure.
the
If you want to target a piece, I'll make you do a. I wanted to say perception, but it's a bonus action. So let's go with wisdom saving throw, just for that
Wisdom
moment
saving
of.
throw? All right.
Just for that moment of, is there something I can grab that's big?
17.
Okay. All right. You see. Yeah, sure. Why not? You see that pieces where there's a huge lever sticking out of it. The piece is not that big, but the lever allows you to grab it and just shove it inside.
I got our lever back, guys.
That's good. That is good.
All right. Yeah, sure. That works.
Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. Remy. The beast has collapsed, but you have seen it reassembled itself twice now. You have the same question as before. What do you do? Drop the bubble? Go with the rest of the group?
Does Toby still sense his mark? I would have
Oh
to
yes,
ask.
Tobiyashi still
Okay.
senses his mark.
Yeah, once I see it go down, I'm always gonna let them know if the mark is gone or not. Just be like, "Mark's still there."
All right, Remy.
So like, so just to be clear, like, since Raimi was, even though just like, about 5-10 feet away, like, there was nothing that Raimi noticed about it when it was like performing together that seemed unusual, aside from the fact that it was coming back together.
Ooh, do you want to make it a roll?
So I will make that a roll.
Okay, so I will let you either make a perception roll to see if you see something happening, or a investigation roll to see if you can detect a pattern, a oddity about this thing.
Presumably an oddity that we don't already know.
Yes. Basically, are you using your eyes, ears, or are you using your eyes and intellect? That's basically what I'm saying.
I'm going to go with investigation.
Okay.
Mostly because at this point in the fight, like, Raimi's mostly picking up on the patterns rather than, because like looking at the thing itself is kind of freaky. The 23.
23, alright. I was just thinking about it and saying, okay, if you roll at least this, you're gonna detect this, and this is interesting, this is a bit exceptional, alright. So, your investigative ability looks at everything as it's scattering, as it's reforming. Here are things that you notice. I'm gonna write them down to you because that's really personal investigation.
It has a really huge codpiece.
That is personal.
I'd like to make a charisma saving throw against. Charisma check on this thing. How sexy is it? Also,
Well, it's very sleek. Sexy? I don't know. How much are you into animals?
I'm more into the robots.
Can we assume it's compensating with the cod piece?
Well, I guess when you're a mechanical being, like, you have the ability to just trade it out when you want to. You know what I mean?
It's true.
That easy.
Upgrade.
Hmm.
Upgrades, people, upgrades.
That's a movie I haven't thought about in a while.
Yeah.
Play robots. I've been thinking about that movie the whole time we've been in this area.
Well, you see, like, my first thing would have been Terminator, but
I guess.
Fair enough.
It's a
Uh,
robot.
all we're
Let's start.
missing is the da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't play that. Otherwise, I get copyright. All right, so this is for the initial. This is for at least 20. So, because you rolled above 20, you also see this.
Oh, you're typing to someone else. Something to come on the map.
No, it's to Remy. He's telling Remy what Remy sees.
Mhm.
I turn over to George. I'm like, you hear? Is there like typing coming out of the woods over there?
Is there what? Oh, wait,
I
are
don't
there
know.
The
typewriters
sound the
in
thing
this
is
scene?
making is
Ev-
it's pulling
Everybody
itself
looks
back
in
away.
Ramy's
Oh.
direction and his beak is just open.
You just hear that sound coming out of it. All right, so 22. That is impressive. That allows you to see more than the usual person. At least most
Yeah.
peasant would not even have been able to see things that you just put together. But this is what your 22 gives you.
Let's not just say peasants. Audience is probably in that category as well.
Yeah, peasant.
That would have gone right over his head.
I spit in your general direction.
All right. So, interesting snowfield. The snow is freshly fallen. You notice that where you were sleeping, there's not as much snow, probably because of body heat. Audience do emanate a whole lot of body heat, especially when he opens his mouth while he's sleeping. In his case, you'd want to fault him for being a mouth breather, but he just keeps the shelter warm by doing this, so it's not as bad.
I run hot, as they say. Muy caliente.
Imagine when you get exhausted, your breathing accelerates. Damn, a whole lot of heat starts coming out.
I do charge a heating bill, by the way, if you want me to.
If we don't pay it, you just stop breathing.
That's a
He
good
breathes
question.
lighter.
I breathe through my nose.
He puts spearmint gum in his mouth. He starts breathing.
This is me just making sure I'm interpreting what you're saying. if that's the impression you're trying to get across, because
that's more of what I'm trying to get at.
Do you think with how much heat you like produce, do you think we could like smoke meat?
What?
Yeah, could we like smoke meat off of his heat?
There do seem to be a correlation between round 1.
oh, that correlation you just like typed, you mean?
Yes. And that's a correlation
Uh-huh.
between round 1
Right.
and round 4. And the correlation just keeps on going.
All right, Rami is. I guess Rami would communicate this by saying,
You see the
you know,
The computer wheel.
This isn't exactly like the most easily.
Oh no, I know. That's why I didn't want to say it out loud, because I wanted you to figure out how you
You know what?
communicate
I'm going to go with the childhood favorite. Like, I am rubber, you are glue. Whatever you say comes bounces off of me and sticks to you.
Damn, I really want to know how everyone's gonna take that.
So to damage it, we have to hit ourselves.
I'm
Yes,
gonna roll
absolutely.
I'm gonna just roll an intelligence check. Tell you what I roll.
Did I roll insight?
Oh wow, I rolled a 19.
Okay, give audience at least partial understanding of this.
I guess type it to me. I don't know unless we'll see. So wait till when everyone rolls. We'll see if someone gets it.
Okay, so Jord,
it.
what did you roll?
For intelligence, 14.
Fisher?
Oops, I didn't mean to roll again.
Just flat intelligence.
Yeah.
13.
Tobiyashi?
I was gonna see if I could do a do an insight, but never mind. I'll do intelligence. Nope. Why isn't it rolling?
I don't know.
Nope.
It's your computer.
12.
12.
Rolled 12.
12. So audience
So
is the
audience
one that understood the
rolled
most.
The highest intelligence.
Interesting.
You know, audience and Remy just have that unspoken
What
connection.
is-
All
What
right.
is real?
Oh wow.
Audience
So, Remy, do you want to write something to audience, or do you want me to write something to audience? In that case, I'm gonna need you to repeat the quote that you gave.
Like, no, I think I can write something at least vaguely enough,
Okay.
but like also like what might
Well, how
come
much
to
did
audience's
how much
brain.
did I understand with the 19?
I'd say that it's pretty good. It's more than the average person would have, so you understood something. You probably didn't understood it completely, but large pieces of it sort of make sense.
Okay, I guess go off that, Remy, and then write me what you think you should.
You sort of have the context of in which this is usually spoken, not by Dragonborn, but by looking at human children doing things in port cities where you've been.
we have to insult it to death.
No.
All right, so
Whose turn is it? After
after Fisher, I believe, which is after you, it's Remy who is doing his thing with this, which means now it's Jorg.
Jorg is going to summon some aminals.
Okay.
And let me pull up the.
Oh,
I'm a polar bear.
real quick, audience, off of what Remy said, we'll
That'll be
say
sick.
that whatever we seem to be doing to the creature is having an equal benefit for the creature as well as a detriment. I don't know what it is though. But
It's
we're
like
also
we
helping
were
the
talking
creature,
in the
apparently.
beginning of the stream. Push and pull.
So we're somehow helping the creature. I don't know how, but we're helping it.
It
I could.
it reformed a lot faster this time than it did last time, right?
Actually, the first time it reformed a whole lot more than this one.
Yeah, if we're more. I don't know about faster though.
Well, we should
I'm
make
still
sure that
going. I'm still going with
okay.
you guys should chuck pieces into my
I'm going.
All right.
thing, and I
So,
should shut
Jorg, where did you put the beasts, and what are they?
They will be 4 black bears, and I'll put them in
Not the bears again.
G12 F13. Look, they can carry stuff.
If they can bear it.
I was thinking of a polar bear. That would
Bear
be pretty cool,
delivery
but I want more than one. Also, the wolves are. I don't want to summon 8 wolves. I could summon 2 dire wolves, but
All right. So where do you place the bear?
bears are just convenient. So G12 and F13, and then
G12 and 13.
G and H15. Because I assume they're medium.
Oh, G. Okay. Here. G12 and 13.
Yeah, just in their open spots.
Okay. The other one. The next one.
G12, F13.
F13. Are you sure it's not F0? Oh, sorry. All right.
Yeah, I'll just stick them way over there. And then G15 and H15. And then they have a +0 to their dex, so...
So. Oh, okay, the bottom part is at J. Okay, meaning that it's going like this. Okay, sorry. So, I believe this is how you want to flank this creature. Alright.
Oh, yeah, so I forgot they're big.
Yeah.
I was thinking the black bears... Oh, no, black bears are medium.
They're medium?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the
No,
little
that's right.
guys.
They're not... they're...
There's
I mean, I don't know if they'd actually fit in a 5x5 foot
well,
square
that would mean that
IRL.
Oh, no.
Maybe they're 2x5 or 10x5.
Well, that means there's 2 of them that aren't connected to the creature because you said.
Oh no, I was saying that as medium creatures, they go in G12 and F13, so they take up the 2 squares to the top left.
G12 F.
And then they take up the 2 right squares next to the creature, next to the guy.
And G15.
I got an idea. We do as much damage
Okay.
as we can, make it reform as much, and then go back into the dome.
Alright,
Mhm.
so.
The dome's gonna go down not that long from now.
Yeah.
We do have to leave eventually.
Yep, like that.
4 minutes.
And they rolled a 7 on their initiative,
Alright,
which
so I'm gonna add it.
I don't remember what my initiative was.
It's 9.
By the way,
They
according to a
technically-
That
Google
is so
search,
confusing.
according to a Google search, a male black bear is between about 5 and 7 feet long.
Okay.
The size of
Well, when
audience?
standing on its feet. So if you take off if you take off the
If they stand on their
contribution
hind
from its
legs.
legs, then it might actually sit right there in that 5-foot area.
Mm-hmm.
So they look like audience, but with fur. So
I could take a black bear. Audience.
at your level
oh,
now,
okay.
yes. At level 1, I'm not sure.
Audience definitely could.
I don't think I don't think I can take a black bear.
All right, so that's Jorg.
Yep. And I'm gonna write their healths down on this.
And then it's his
Chemistry
bears, actually.
paper.
I'm pretty sure.
Yes, it is the bear's turn.
Yeah, that was very convenient. B1, B2, B3, and B4, and then they're just each gonna do their bite and claw in order.
It collapsed.
It's not up.
Right now, it's a large piece of junk.
Mm-hmm. So,
yeah, audience. Are they still? I
are
guess,
we
yeah.
putting them in the thing? I can do
Yeah.
that.
I would put them in the thing.
But I don't think
Yeah,
your bear are very good at doing this.
Yeah, they can try.
Hi
Wait, are we
ho.
not just trying to
Hi-ho.
hold the or hit it while it's
No,
down?
no.
If,
I just said that what we're doing is helping it as well
But
as
it's-
hurting it.
as well as
Oh.
hurting it, so it's. I
I
mean,
don't know what that means because I haven't seen any benefit to it yet.
yeah, I mean, I would.
I
say
can't bring
keep
any more
hitting it
clarity
for now.
until next
I
round.
know. And
Yeah.
I won't mind telling you after the fight. You'll realize how it makes sense. All right.
You can keep hitting it if you want.
No, the birds will not hit it because I don't want them to do that.
I
So I'll
think-
just have them.
Have the bears
If
hit
they're
it.
not going to do anything else, they might
Ready.
as well hit it.
One
Okay.
bear.
I was gonna say ready in action after it for when it.
Hey,
That would also.
I mean, like
work.
as a suggestion, they can just simply grapple it so that it can't stand back up.
That is true.
They're just gonna lay on the pieces.
Hold it
of
on the
that.
ground.
They'll all each grab a limb and just start pulling. That's what they'll do.
And it pulls apart.
Yeah. it's a body. Right
Yeah.
now.
Alright, I'd
Well,
like to use my body bag.
When it
Um,
can they grab it as an action and try to grapple it,
Oh my god, he's
or as a ready to
I
action?
think right now it's a pile of loose parts.
Right now,
Yeah,
it's a
It's like
pile
you
of
can
loose
have
parts.
them literally
Oh,
hold their
boy.
action for when
Yeah.
the creature reforms, and then a few of them could try to grapple it, a few of them could try to shove it prone, so that it's making a bunch of attacks at disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll do that. I will try. So two of them, the top left two, bear 1 and 2,
Yes.
will attempt to grapple it, and the bears on the right, they're gonna get. So the bears on the left are gonna get down under its feet, and the bears on the right are gonna push it over. No, not really. The ones on the left are gonna try and grapple it.
they're gonna trip the bear.
So basically, all of your bears are trying to step on the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're readying an action to
Okay.
Do that after
Knock
it
it
recovers.
prone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Which means we go to Tobiyashi.
Alright. I'm gonna use my 50 feet of silk. I'm gonna wrap all the pieces up on the ground. With sack silk.
I would
can't
like to
hear
remind
the
you that the silk is like a third arm. You can actually grab some, but you can't just wrap it all
And
in a
wrap it
large
around.
bag
Yeah.
and twist it together, because your silk is only, I think I said, 2 or 3 feet wide when you completely unfold it on each side.
Yeah. I guess. Alright, I take my body bag. I start putting it into the body bag.
The body bag won't accept it,
Yeah, it's not a body. Gonna
and
have
it's not dead.
No.
You can still
Worth a
feel the
trip.
mark.
Now what I'm going to do is I am going to All right.
So did you actually try to put this in the body bag?
Oh no.
Okay.
No. Not really.
Okay.
I am going to. I'm gonna go with the first idea. I'm gonna start collecting as many pieces as I can and putting them into the storage since it's open already.
All right. So you grab pieces with both hands, and you make.
How many pieces am I carrying a bunch like this, or am I just carrying 2 individual pieces? Because if I see I can't pick up a whole bunch of them, I'm just gonna attack it.
Oh, there are bigger pieces. There are smaller pieces, and there are really tiny pieces. So you can try to grab one large piece and just shove it in. You could try to grab 2, let's say, medium-sized pieces and both shove them, or you can try and take as much of the small nuts and bolts that you can, put them in your arm, and just go next to Audience's store and just go flock inside.
It's in pieces right now. I'd rather do as much damage as I can, so I'm gonna lightning bolt it again.
Okay.
Okay, let me turn that off really quick. Okay, now I have no more charges, and then I automatically fail, so I'm gonna do that 9 times. Lightning bolt. How much was that? 3, and then do it again.
You know that the body is still alive, meaning that your abilities with your glove that you can do to something that's living are still accessible.
Yeah, but then I could see its current buff.
Yeah, dude, learn stuff about it. That's what we're trying to do.
Shit.
We can keep knocking it down, but I'm out of spells almost. I'm not gonna be
So can I redact my lightning bolt, or is it already?
Because I underlined it, I will allow you this time to change your idea.
All right, I'll hit it. I'll hit it a couple times, see if one hits, and then I'll use tactile insight, see if it has buffs. All right. So first hit.
You know the wording on this allows you to see everything if you pay the appropriate key cost.
Yeah, 18.
You have advantage to hit it. It's on the ground,
Yeah.
surrounded by people.
Yeah, it's a 24 to hit.
Okay.
And then, so how many things can I see? Let me check that one more time. I can see. Let's see one of the following information. Keep one. All immunities, all resistance, all temporary bonuses, all temporary hindrances, and general health. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see how many key points I have. All right. So which one don't we need? Because I can only do 4.
You have to decide. No one knows. You've never used that ability. No one knows that you have it.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Also, did you just say that you could get more for more key points?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have enough key points, so I only have 2. I used 2 already. So, I don't think physical health, since it's just going to keep coming back up, or general health. Alright, so I want to figure out, I'm going to use the rest of my key points. Actually, no.
You can learn a lot with all 5 of these. If you sacrifice one, it's information that you do not get, which could lead to understanding it, no matter what it is. Even if I say there's nothing there, it's still information.
Okay.
So choose 4.
All right, I'm going to do the temporary bonuses. I'm going to do the temporary hindrances. General health. Hopefully this is like all of it. Like all of its health together, even when it's going down.
Okay.
And then all temporary bonuses. Did I already say that or no?
Yeah, you said temporary bonuses, temporary debuff, general
Then
health.
all All immunities. That's the last one I could do. The other one was just resistances, and we kind of already know that.
Well, you know one resistance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one resistance.
Might have others.
But yeah, that's all 4 of them.
All right. So you watch it and you strike it, push every ounce of energy you have inside of it. It goes in, and you can, for a brief moment, feel the entire creature. You can sense its awareness of every single piece of itself. And then it goes back inside of you, and it doesn't have anything temporary. No bonus, no hindrance that are temporary. It's always there. You are slightly disappointed because immunities fit with what you're used to for undead and construct. It is immune to poison and psychic.
Okay.
Last thing, general health. And this one I'd rather just tell you because I want to see your reaction and how you're going to share that information.
Gonna type it to me?
Yes.
It's just gonna be an infinity symbol.
No, I have a feeling I understand which kind of mechanic this is based off of, and this might frustrate Toby. And a couple of other people.
Oh wait, I think I know. So what is it? The flesh golem?
This is what you get for information for its health.
Oh. So, is that every time it comes back?
No, right now, as it is now, broken into pieces, scattered, this is how its hit points read to you when your energy comes back.
Oh, I didn't roll the damage for that. Wait. Is that even with the damage that I rolled?
Yes, it would.
Okay, even with the damage. All right. Holy shit. I'm gonna look back out to everybody.
Yeah.
You got
We haven't
roughly
done
4
anything
seconds for your message.
Yeah.
Go.
I'll just be like, we've done nothing. And then I'm going to use my next attack to hit it again.
Can we go, if we've done nothing, can we go to the toss the pieces into my portal idea?
Yeah, well, I don't have any more actions or bonus. Well, I have bonus. Yeah, you know what? I'll use my next action and then my bonus actions to hit pieces into the portal. Since I have the crusher thing.
I still just don't think that's gonna work because like it
What
can
else are we
fully
gonna do?
function
We
with
haven't done
half
any
of its
damage.
parts.
Yeah. But we can just get parts. Yeah, but it said its movement was slower.
Part of me feels like
Also
We have to
understand that
just
we're having to interpret
outright.
things not just through Tobiyashi, but also through Todd himself.
Yes.
Well, we haven't done anything to it. It's pretty explanatory. I'm gonna keep
I would
hitting
have
it.
liked a number.
A number? Okay, I'll sell it when it's Can I just use my bonus actions to tell them?
No, but
More time?
You can sacrifice a reaction if you want.
All right, I'll sacrifice my reaction. They're at 100%.
Okay.
Hit points. Not in game, but they're at 100% is what I would say in the game. But in real life, they're at 100% hit points, full health, they're undamaged. Done nothing.
Okay.
And then yeah, yeah. Advantage.
Oh, I can't help but to imagine Tobiyashi go
I'm 21.
2.
Oh, I 21 to the thing, but you could keep going. What were you gonna say?
I just want to imagine Tobiyashi just starting to hit it again and again, desperately, nearly crying. We haven't been doing any damage.
So continue to do what we've been doing if we haven't done any damage. Seems
If
like
at
the
first
best
you don't
strategy.
succeed, try again.
Mhm.
That'll be the end of my turn because I didn't hit my necro
All
tag,
right.
and I have no more key points.
For you, Remy, this round, the beginning of this round is probably confirmation, because if you count, there's supposed to be a hole in its regeneration, and there is one. When this round starts, no pieces can actually are close enough to reform. You see them rolling together, snap back together, but the structure of the beast doesn't go back up, which means you have a huge warning that goes off in your mind, remembering how much damage you did a few turns ago.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, I see how it works.
So there's a pause. You look at it and it's not moving, even though Tobiyashi just said we have done nothing to it.
Can we chuck it? Can we now chuck it in my space, close it, and deal with it later?
You can
Yeah.
try and grab as much as you can. There's a
Let's do
lot
it.
of pieces in there. You look at this and everything that you might be able to do. At best, it feels like maybe you'll be able
Half of
to
it.
shove inside 10% of its body.
Oh, only 10%.
We got a bag of holding.
That
All
thing
of
is a
us?
large creature. So you're just
Yeah.
grabbing pieces and shoving it inside. That's
Well, I was more asking because you just said parts of it snapped back together, which means we could actually get larger chunks in.
yeah.
Throw the
Oh,
legs in there.
there are larger
So-
pieces. It feels like you probably broke something in the middle of it that allows the body to hold itself. So yeah, there's a paw there. There's a plate of armor that's fallen over. There are a larger piece. Exactly the same thing I said to Tobiyashi. You can grab one large piece and shove it in. You can grab two medium pieces, shove them in, or you can grab as much nuts and bolt as you can and just try to all shove them inside.
Okay, my question is its head formed? Or the parts of its head? The part that would make up its
There are
head.
small pieces of its head, because I'm assuming that you probably hit it a few times. A part of the jaw is still there. A little bit of the top of the head. The inside is all carved up inside, but pieces are starting to gather again.
Alright, what if we just threw all the pieces of its head in, so if it formed without its head, it might not be able to see us?
I'm thinking that we don't want to be next to it when it gets back up.
I mean, I don't think it's going to do anything special. I think it's just going to come back with the HP of the damage that we dealt to it.
Hmm. I hope you're
Uh,
right.
All right, you're still in turn, so technically, Fisher, you're the first one.
Fisher.
You're the first one to decide what to do.
And it's not up yet.
No. But you start seeing bits and pieces just snapping back together, starting to roll again. Oh, actually, 17 minutes. Maybe you should take the break. It's gonna give you a moment to think about it also.
Alright.
Alright. Break is Marsh sound, so I know it's a bit wintry on the image, but hey. And break. Alright, so see you back in 15 minutes. Bye!
I'll be back.
Hello and welcome back! See, everyone's there. Well, almost. Audience went to get something to drink, eat? I'm not sure. Alright, we go back to Darker Combat. Alright, just a little background music. And we were at the top of the initiative with Fisher. So, Fisher, what do you do?
If I do use my action to look at it, can I use my bonus action to grab part of it and toss
It would be
in
small
there?
pieces, but yeah, sure, I'll allow it.
I'm gonna do that.
I mean, regardless, you still have object interactions.
Yeah. The Arcana or Investigation. I think I want to do Arcana.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. That is a 25.
25.
Let's go.
Wow, okay. So you take a moment looking at all of those pieces, looking at the glyphs, and you're trying to let this inspire what's happening, what's going on. And you noticed this small little thing on different parts. So I'm very sorry for my dyslexia. It's probably not going to be spelled properly.
Sam, I sent you something.
REDRUM.
Let me look.
Can't believe that worked out well. I was half sure I was gonna roll a 2.
Hey guys, did you know that dog spelled backwards is God?
I've heard about this one.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as well, Toby. I just don't. Wait, does it say by spell list? Give me a second.
It's like, do I have dog on my spell list? Can I call upon dog?
Jorgen.
Well, the issue is I can only
Uh-huh.
cast.
But I
No,
called upon. Oh wait, I did call upon dog earlier.
no, I would need
So-
Right, I'm back.
I would need a level 3.
Alright.
I would need a level 3 spell slot,
Fisher?
which I don't have.
Using Arcana knowledge, you look at all of the pieces and you look at the writing on it, and this thing that I just sent you stands out. Blatantly and obviously.
Bruce Wayne is Batman?
Yeah.
I knew it!
This implies many things. This is why it's only one thing that I wrote, but do you want me to elaborate on what it implies?
Yes.
Okay. With a 25, I don't mind.
Yeah. Unfortunately, if I was level 3, it would work, Toby, but I'm not level 3, so it doesn't really work. Or if I had level 3 spell slots.
Okay, I was like, if you were lower level, it would work, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
If
something that I saw.
I had level.
If I
had
were
level
if
3
I were
spell slots.
specifically at this level, this fight would be so much easier.
No. Well, actually, yes, if I was one level higher. Because then I would have level 3 spell slots, so yes, I could use that for actually stuff that would matter, but.
It sucks.
At level 2, there's really nothing that is very, like, hard anti-effect magic.
You know, it's also not really a paladin's
Alright.
specialty, so.
So, with a
Aw.
25, this is the precision that I will add.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought, but thank you for clarifying.
Alright.
Uh, could I?
Happens.
No, because it could just. Because I don't have anything else to do with my bonus action, I'll grab some stuff anyway.
and shove it inside.
Yeah.
Grab a few pieces.
Actually, I'll throw it into where my trap is if I can.
Well, you can move without sustaining a attack of opportunity, so you have your 30 feet of movement. The pile of junk is considered I was gonna say damaged terrain. Why won't it come out?
Difficult terrain?
Yes, that's it. But I don't think that any of the bears of Jorg will mind if you cross their space.
Mm-mm.
2 attack
Unless
of
they're
opportunity
mean
from the bears.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. I think even then I could only get to J14. Could I toss shit 15 feet? That's part of a bonus action?
Yeah, sure.
I'm just trying to test how well the trap will be able to hold on to its pieces.
Okay.
So I'll do that with my bonus action, and then I will say none of the parts matter. It can make anything from any part.
Oh, okay.
Audience slowly starts sealing back up their dimensional storage.
Shit!
Annoying. Oh, there goes my plan.
What if we mend it?
That takes a minute to cast.
Yeah.
Wait, I got it, guys. Let's cast it. Let's use a Phoenix down on it.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was Fisher. Audience, with this revelation of, god damn it, it's sort of a modular body. At least modular body parts. There's a good reason why everyone's scared of Grievers.
I'm just trying to think what I can do. I got 1 round. Okay, hitting it I know does nothing. So audience is actually going to move back inside the dome because he knows he was the one who dealt the most damage to it. So maybe if it's targeting off of that, it'll try and target audience inside the dome, which it can't do. I don't know what this thing's intelligence is.
Okay. Can you
Um,
close your space as you're backing off?
yeah, I'll close my space.
I'll remove it from the back.
I got our lever back. I guess that's good.
And 1 bits of metal. Oh yeah, I'll write it down. You have the bits of metals
one.
which was stuck on it. So
Yeah,
Alright.
which had some writing, so someone else can maybe tell us something later.
Let's figure out what this item is that we have.
one day, if you use that lever properly, you're gonna realize, god damn it, we had that all along.
Remy, do you still have the thing that will knock out constructs?
The pill?
The bead.
Rami nods.
The bead. Do we try and just knock it out for like a second and run?
You know that
It
the
did
bead
last-
is capable of knocking out a mill E, but not a Civ E. And arguably a Griever is much more powerful than a Civ E.
That's true. We don't know if it would work.
Do we know what Remy's flower does yet?
It's currently
It's pretty.
a flower.
It's
It's pretty and made of stone.
And I have to breathe on it to keep it up. Man, I'm trying to think of a way to leave. I think the banishment from Fisher might be our best bet.
All right, a turn lasts 6 seconds. So, what are you gonna do?
I'm actually gonna use my last level 2 and start summoning Magnus so I can move faster.
That takes 10 minutes.
Oh wait, no, that takes 10
Yes.
minutes.
And
How
the
long was on
dome
the
will
dome?
be over in
Like-
5.
Yeah. All right, never mind. I don't have time to summon Magna. Shit. I have fucking nothing I can really do. I'm gonna heal myself using my action.
Shit.
I guess is what I'll do. Okay, that's my turn. I don't know what to. Yeah. I think we should try and leave. I don't think
flop
we can just
time.
keep fighting it.
It's just a flop. Okay.
George, you already tried to speak to this animal?
Did I what?
Already tried to speak to this animal?
All right,
Oh,
Remy.
it's not a beast.
it's not Jorg's turn. Remy first. Jorg after.
It's like Rady has like a very apologetic look on his face when he more specifically looks at audience, but then also looks at Fisher as it's like I know that he's not necessarily like. Because, like, he's going to repeat the phrase that he said before. Like, he is going to steady aim, but only so he can remove the disadvantage from trying to attack a down creature.
Okay.
Okay, that just barely hits the 22. And then you're going to notice that Raimi is not putting all of his effort into this.
No.
He only deals 8 piercing damage.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And that is it?
I think the only thing he can really offer as added as added clarity to that at this point. Don't worry. I'll wear her down one day at a time.
Yeah.
I.e., you can very clearly realize that Raimi did not put his most roguish ability into that last attack. And that's all I can give on that matter.
All right.
Yeah.
So don't hit it super hard. Got it.
Jorg?
I think it's more than just that, but yes.
Jorg is going to go into the circle too.
Oh, in the hut, tiny hut.
Yeah, but first he's gonna I still all I understand is that all Jorg really thinks is gonna happen is that it's going to release like all the damage we dealt to it.
Okay.
But I don't know if I'm supposed to attack it or not. But Raimi attacked it, but weakly, so.
But do you have spells? Your spells can't hit it now.
Yeah. So there's not much I can do. I'll just go into the circle.
Toss a healing my way.
Yeah, as you're looking bad.
I'm not, but if we're not
Okay.
doing anything else.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'll
I'll give you a nice little level 1 cure wounds. For 9 health.
Alright, that's good.
And then I'm gonna watch. And pass turn.
Yep.
But my bears, they know they're not real bears.
Well, they're not bears, but they are creatures. They're fake
Yeah.
creatures.
Yeah, but they'll just return to the Fey realm after they get destroyed.
Yeah, sure. After hurting like hell, knowing what it feels
Mhm.
like to be dismembered, they're gonna go
Hey,
back
they
to
didn't
Fey
have
realm.
to come.
Well, you conjured them. They had to.
Mag
It's like, I want to imagine, like, there's just gonna be a part of the Fey realm that's just like, yeah, if you get a summon from this bitch called Jorg, don't answer it.
Gets blacklisted.
Listen, I think our entire party is going to be blacklisted. Magnus coming back like, this man has now sacked me twice.
Yeah. I just have a more efficient sacking because I can summon 4 to 8 creatures at a time. And they are going to attack with the bite and claw, starting with the first one, which gets a 4.
They have advantage
11.
because they're attacking an unmoving target.
Oh yeah. Okay. 18.
It also means they're doing critical damage.
Mm, oh, you didn't want to deal critical damage.
Oh no, that's too late. You didn't understand that.
Yep. I did not understand that. Okay, so 15 doesn't hit. Alright, next one. Bite. Does a non-natural 20 hit?
Yes, a natural 20 hit.
A non-natural.
Oh, non-natural 20. Well, no, it's...
Yeah.
The hit is still 22. Like, that has not
Yeah.
changed.
Okay, so that one misses. Oh, that one's a natural 20.
Oh, that
So,
one hits.
Bite for
Double crit.
1d6 plus 2, so it's 2d6 plus 2.
It's actually 46. It crits twice. No.
For, 5 damage.
Oh.
And last bear bites.
So is that 10 or?
Hits with a bite, which is, this time it's 10 damage.
Damn, it did more damage than the critical?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, they were both criticals.
There.
Does it actually do 4d6? Because it was a crit on a crit.
It does double
No.
the damage that's written there. That's it.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So
You can't double
yeah.
critical. That's not a
Yeah.
mechanic.
And
It's like how you can't have double advantage.
okay,
You can
it doesn't
brutal
hit with the
critical,
claws.
but I don't think your bears have that ability.
Now the bears are gonna run. They're all gonna scatter in.
Okay.
They're all gonna run in the same direction just to make it easier. 40 feet. They're gonna run 40 feet to the west and get to GH. So that's gonna be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay. They're gonna go to the and clump under the tree in the GH 6-7 square.
Maybe he'll chase the bears. He did chase Magna.
Mm-hmm.
He can use the bears as a distraction.
Yeah.
So they all go clump up. Some of them under the tree, some of them behind the tree. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Yeah, they're just kind of clumping in that square.
looks like that. Something like this?
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay.
And hopefully they don't just get obliterated. I assume that critting maybe heals it and not critting damages it.
And we have Tobiyashi.
Oh, so it's on the ground, not ready. It's not up yet.
Nope. You see a whole lot of parts starting to move everywhere, snapping back together, starting to roll on the ground. You start seeing the first twitches of things that snapping back together inside of the body. You start hearing the
Cast
wheels
arcane
turning.
lock.
I cast invisibility. I'm leaving. No. I am. I am. Okay, if I'm getting anywhere near what Remy's saying, I shouldn't attack it while it's down. And I shouldn't crit it, though. There has to be something else with that saying that he said, but I don't get it. So, what I am going to do is I am going to ready my action until it gets back up, and then I will attack it.
All right. And that is the end of your turn. And now it has its turn. All right. Ah, damn! I keep losing dice. Where'd it go?
Wait, who is it attacking?
I don't know. I just lost the dice. I'm trying to figure out where it went.
Oh.
All right, probably a D6. No, it's a D. It's a D8. Oh, okay. I lost the D8. Okay.
Well, it's harder to accidentally step on a D8 and have it lodge in your foot.
Yeah. Well, no. Problem is the color of it and the color of my floor. All right, so I don't see anyone moving. Okay, good. I thought that the camera froze again. So you, Tobiyashi, your front seat for this as you see it all just start coalescing, all of the pieces rolling together, snapping back together. The head reforms, both paw reforms, and that would be all right. Nearly 2/3 of its body reforms in front of you as everything just snaps back together. You hear them roll and just screw themselves back inside of the body. And then the creature looks at you and unleashes its fury on you because you're the only one that is in
Do I
range.
attack first, or since I have my action ready?
Yeah, sure. You said you wanted to as soon as. Well, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, as soon as he got up. Alright. I'm gonna attack him twice, but is there an
You can only
option
get
to
once.
not- Oh, once?
Yes.
Is there only an option? Well, it says attack per action, but okay.
You're not taking the attack action, you're taking the ready action that allows
okay.
you to make an attack.
That
is the
there a way
distinction
to
in
not
this game.
not to roll for damage, but do minimum damage?
Well, if you're telling me you're pulling your punch, technically you're
Yeah.
rolling to hit, but yeah, I'll let you do minimum damage.
Okay. Uh, 22.
To hit, that's enough.
Yes. And then I do minimum damage. I don't know what that is, like 3?
Well, it's the minimum damage of whatever you're using as a weapon, plus
My own,
your dexterity. Because you're using...
Okay. Oh yeah. So, it's 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Alright.
It's my turn. I'm ready to get pulverized.
Yeah, as you see the creature reforming, once again, it has a very undead look as part of its body is missing, and it's just staring you down. Oh, good lord.
I just socked its nose real quick.
Boop.
That's what I learned how to. That's how I learned how to handle bears, guys.
All right,
Sorry.
so 25, 19, again, 25, 19, and 17.
2 of them don't hit. The last one hits.
The first one hits, which is a claw attack. Meaning it's... So thanks to your ability, you managed
Yeah.
to predict one of its attack dodging it just as it was about to hit you. Come on. Alright. 16 points of magical slashing damage. As one of the claws just get inside of you and
Sheep sparing.
that's an interesting comment. Alright.
It just keeps staring at you, Toby. It just keeps staring.
It
You keep staring
stares
at
at
me,
you, but it moves also to be in range of Fisher without moving away from you. It just moves slightly to the side. Alright. Which means now it's Fisher's turn. The beast has moved right in front of you, staring you down.
Mm-hmm. I think that I think I'm just gonna try and banish it. That seems to be what
Okay.
our kind of current option. So I will swing at it with the whip. We are no longer flanking it.
No, there's one person missing if you want to flank it.
I should have left my bears there.
Why
I thought
did
it
the
was gonna
bears
blow up.
leave? I don't know.
I don't know. They're
I was
not
gonna
actually-
blow up.
Interesting idea. Alright, so I still rolled 2 dice, so I guess that's both of the attacks instead. One is gonna miss because that's a nat 1, but the other one should hit with a 27.
Yes, it is enough.
Okay. It takes 9 slashing damage, and then it needs to make a DC 15 charisma saving throw.
12.
All right.
It is gone.
You whip it and you see it.
Pretty good.
Time to leave.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can we all hop in your dimensional storage and then have Jorg fly us out
Well,
of here?
no, because
No.
I would have to be outside.
And
You mean a
Jorg is the
dimensional
one that was
storage?
keeping you all alive inside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so get on Mag.
Alright, I guess I'm just gonna start running.
I
Yeah,
assume
sure,
he
I
didn't
do.
prepare air bubble today, so.
Yeah, I think I unprepared that. I hope I unprepared that.
It's okay. We just need to survive one more night, and the door can get back to spell magic.
Mm-hmm. Unless it's too high level for me to spell.
Oh, that
We're
is
running.
true.
We're running while we're talking, right? Run.
Yes. Yeah, we are.
Right.
Unless Remy still has spells to create steeds, but I don't know.
No, that
Yeah.
takes 10 minutes.
That takes 10 minutes.
Ow.
We only have a minute.
Right.
I do have to
Alright.
get to bed because of finals. So
I will actually.
That's
I will
okay.
tell everybody else to run, and then when it comes back to my turn, I will cast an energy strings where it
It will come out.
disappeared from, and then I will.
Okay.
Really?
All right. Well, we're running. Well, we're running again.
all right,
Jorg
you guys run. Jorg
Jorg-
is gonna follow you.
suddenly whips out the blanket and falls into a state of
He's riding on all the bears.
Fair enough.
Mhm. 2 feet on 2 bears, and my hands on the other 2 bears.
Are the bears that was speaking of? Are bears faster than us?
They're 40 feet in movement speed.
Well, that is faster. So technically,
They're medium
Fast
though.
as me, baby.
Yeah,
Oh,
we can't ride
medium.
them. Yeah,
Wait,
so they're just
you
gonna run
could-
with us.
What you could though do a new one and
Mhm.
get giant eagles, right? You could get like 2 giant eagles.
They can't get us if we're in the air.
well,
If
that's
if you make 2 giant eagles and
Can all of us
yourself
ride
turn
giant
into
eagles?
a giant eagle, then
That-
that's enough for everybody to ride something.
Yeah,
And those are much, much faster than we are walking.
I'll do that.
All right.
Use a wild shape and a spell.
Also- It might not be able to track us in the air. We can hope.
All right.
Then we drop the bomb on him and fly away like a nuke.
Yep.
So American.
Yeah, and the,
I mean, we
the
can get
eagle
pretty
has
far away
the
in a
blanket
minute.
tied around its neck like a big scarf.
All right, so we're doing the bird thing.
Yeah,
Apparently,
he's making the
yes.
birds, and we're just leaving.
Yeah.
All right. Let me-
I'd like to think that as Fisher's catching the spell, we're all on the birds already, and he's like running to the bird. And audience bromance grabs his forearm and pulls him up onto the bird.
I'm pretty sure audience and I are not the ones sharing a bird.
I think
That
would
bird
be
would not
cruel.
get off
I think
the
that'd be
ground.
cruel to the bird.
Just like suddenly, like someone tries to get on the same bird with audience, and there's like a shove from somewhere.
There's another bird in the way.
All right. See you guys.
All right,
Yeah.
see you next week.
Okay, I have a question. Is
Yes.
Dragon glitching for anybody else, or is that just me?
I don't.
On a couple of
It's
occasions.
freezing. He's just been frozen.
he
for
froze
me for
just
like
now.
5 minutes.
I
Yeah.
froze. Oh wow. Okay.
Only for me though. Like only for us, I think.
Like, yeah, it's
I
still going
only
well
ever
on the
have
stream,
the tiny
but
Skype window up because I'm always looking at like my character sheet and other shit.
I have 3 screens, so I have him. I have the Skype window right there, and then I have.
I want another monitor, but
Money.
yeah, it's like I said, it's not
Yes.
affecting the stream.
There
It's
it
just
is.
entirely on Skype's end.
All right.
also desk space.
Also death space, fair enough. Alright, well we're back to running away on birds.
Flying away.
Flying away.
Mush, mush. How long do the birds?
Bush.
He can
How long
keep
do
it
the
up
birds
4
last?
hours.
Oh shit!
He
Why
can
weren't we
stay
doing this
4
before?
hours. His spell only lasts for
The spell
1
only lasts
hour.
1 hour.
So after 1 hour, you're gonna have to land. But you've been traveling at very much higher speed. Damn, that's not how I wanted to word this. You're gonna be
At a
traveling
faster
at
pace.
yes, because like I said, bird speed is ridiculously low in the monster manual. So I've added 50 to the movement rate of flying creatures that use wings. So you're actually moving nearly at 100. Probably when Jorg needs to land, you're far enough that you can actually summon Magna. Remy can summon a horse for everyone else, and Jorg can just transform into a mouse.
I'm honestly not gonna lie, I'm thinking the new plan is we just create enough distance that we can still pull off the infiltrate, get a train plan before the Griever reaches us, and we just like don't sleep for a night or
It's
something.
gonna be they're gonna let it on the next train out, and it's gonna.
Honestly, if the Griever is still following us even after we get there, it's just like, why not just like make them deal with it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think the Griever is gonna follow us to a different island chain. I think that might be once we get on a train. I
Well,
don't think
that's
it'll
what I'm.
follow
That's
us
what I'm
that far.
saying. Like, if it
Yeah.
does do that, first off, fuck you. Second, it's like, well, might as well take advantage of this.
So
Well, also, if it wasn't on a train, wouldn't it take it like 3 weeks or something to get
yeah.
over to the other island
Yeah.
chain?
Yeah.
So I don't even think we know if it was still following
Yeah.
us.
Unless it's
So-
really good at swimming.
I have a question, Draken. Can I still feel my mark on it? Since it
After a
doesn't-
while, you will be too far away. It will fade off.
I mean, if I'm remembering
Yeah,
with how the ability read, it remains until you take a short or long
Yeah,
rest.
it remains until it doesn't say anything about distance. It just says that
Okay.
it lasts until I pass out, it dies, or I fall asleep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Then
great.
right now, after an hour of flying and going back down and starting to summon everything, you can still feel it.
Yeah. Still behind us, guys.
Well, you don't know in which direction it's going. You just know that it's still alive.
Yeah, you don't know if it's still following us.
Now that we've gotten some space, do we want to sacrifice the 10 minutes to swap to like that.
Yes. Yeah, we do. Just
Because
to
you
swap
could get
to, like-
Magna and
Yeah.
Raimi
No,
could get.
and then we could travel. I mean, we're
Phantom Steed.
basically. I think at this point we're just trying to get as far as we can towards the village up north,
So-
and then we're just gonna try and catch.
Actually, no.
That's
During
gonna
this
take me all
during this
week.
interim time, now that Raimi is not constricted by turn
Oh.
by turn time,
All right.
Raimi's just going to slowly pull out his zombie puppet. I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this, damn it. And then Raimi is going to like put like a what looks like the most menacing fist possible, punch it, make it go down, but then it like goes back up like really intensely. But then he does like a couple of like lighter hits and then makes it go down.
And does it stay down or does it come back up?
He makes
at
it
all?
stay down.
Oh.
So it would be a fight of, I was gonna say attrition, right? Is that the right word?
So we'd literally just have to hit it with all of our base. So basically, we can't use magic on it. Is that what I'm getting? We just have to hit it like with our lowest base attacks possible.
I can't say.
I'm
much
saying
about
this-
this.
I'm saying this. I'm saying this in game. I'm saying this in game.
There might be a damage threshold.
Yes.
It's a like Raimi like actually like literally grabs his fist and like pulls it back toward himself.
We have to hold back, basically.
We'd have to, pull our punches.
Yeah.
All right, time to use the dagger Remy used on me before.
No, I think we just like. Can't you like say your weapon does min damage?
Yeah, you hold your punches. That's what I
You
did
pull
with
your
my
punches.
fist.
Well, that's something that a DM allows,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
within the actual
You could also
rules.
just literally punch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, unarmed strikes are a different case. Unarmed
Yeah.
strikes
So-
always
we're
deal
just gonna
1
suck
plus your
it.
strength modifier.
We're literally all just gonna be punching the Griever to death. That's kind of badass. It's gonna take a long ass
Yeah.
time though.
So since you did not figure out how to do this inside of this battle, and maybe this is the right, maybe what Remy said is the right answer, maybe it's not. But the only thing that I will say is you were fighting with the current CR rating in the book, you were fighting a CR 14 monster.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, that's doable for a level 8 party.
It's not supposed to be.
It's doable
Sam,
at
Sam,
high
how
risk.
do you understand CR?
No, I know. You're supposed to be 4.
It's supposed to be
I know how it CR works.
doable for a party of
Well,
4.
let's just ignore for the moment that CR doesn't mean anything.
True.
Yeah.
But it is supposed to mean something.
But it's just like one of those situations where like CR like can't really necessarily properly like reflect like all the abilities that a monster has.
Yeah.
Like just as an example, like technically a Hydra is a CR 9 creature, but a party can either have a super easy time with it, regardless of level, a super easy time, or a super difficult time, because they're just either always dealing the exact amount of damage they need to make it grow all the heads, or they're just not dealing enough damage to where they're just going to get killed by the Hydra's main heads anyway. It's like it's a huge swing.
Yeah.
For
No, I know that
this
the
creature.
CR rating don't mean a whole lot when you learn to use them properly.
Well, no, it's what I mean. Like, if you just base it off of like,
Yeah.
like the in-book calculations for determining the CR of a creature, even if you like do your like, and I've done this with my own creatures too, where it's just like, even though I'm attaching a CR to something, I still can't reliably say that this is their CR, just because any fun ability that you give it adds a difficulty or removes a difficulty to a creature that can't possibly be calculated.
I'm just saying,
That's more what I'm
if
getting
you
at.
kill 5 of them, you level up.
Guys.
All right, guys, found a hack.
All right, guys.
We stay on this island and become Griever hunters.
We just make a meme, a Griever walking through an alley. It's just us standing at the edge, just with our fists. Came to the wrong neighborhood.
There's 4 Grievers just laying on the ground right next to us.
That's perfect.
So,
It's gonna kill me. Since you said we have something in our inventory that could help us
no, I'm not going to say it because you didn't find
We
it.
can't say because we haven't.
all week. No, I know. No, I'm not saying to say it. I'm saying that you did. Since you did say
Yeah.
that we have something that could help us, and we don't know what it is, I'm gonna die.
All right. Anyway, I guess we're on Magda now.
So,
and
I mean,
horses.
it is probably the lever. It's just something we don't know the lever does yet.
So, what I meant by that is when the fight started, you could have won it. It's just that you had under 10% chance of winning it.
Mm.
But
That's what I
as
like to
round kept on going and you kept on realizing things and you kept on taking a little bit more damage, that percentage started going down and down and down.
It's probably the 12 pounds of flour I have in my bag.
Yeah, its weakness is flour. If you had tossed flour on it, it would have just gone down instantly.
You can kill it with white bread. Plain sliced white bread.
It has a
You should have.
gluten intolerance,
You know what? You know what? We missed an opportunity here, Toby. You should have slipped a card inside of it, so when it reformed, it had one of our Beat Brothers cards in it. You know, the wizard needs to know about our business.
All right, so you basically
About.
slept at halfway
Mm-hmm.
with the horse. With Remy's
Well, there's still the
horse.
birds, right?
Well,
First
yeah, no,
birds.
I'm counting the birds.
Okay.
That's 1 hour. What I was going to say is that you will be able to make it all the way to the next small point, next small village, before the end of the day. With possibly less than a day of actual distance between you and the Griever. But
Are villages? Do they have protections against like things entering?
yes,
Like, do we know that?
yes,
Yeah,
they do have
so, like-
walls, and walls are protected at least against ghosts.
And grievers, I assume.
Well, the walls are there to protect them against the undead, and the walls have wards protecting them against ghosts trying to get in. Now, if they see a Griever walking up to their village, are they going to leave the door closed and maybe draw the ire of the wizard, or are they going to let it in? That's for you to decide.
Yeah. Well, aren't grievers somewhat feral? Like, I don't know if they know that they're like they will just attack things.
You don't know.
I don't completely know.
The only thing that, because some of you have a very good passive investigation. So passive investigation. Remy is the one that has the highest passive investigation. There would be one image that would come back to you, Remy. They're not impossible to destroy, because one of the last thing you saw from Civ was him calling out his blades, but he did say Griever's Bane when he called them. So Civ knows of a way, knows of their vulnerability, but you don't have any way to reach him anymore.
Yeah, I'm upset with myself for not asking him how to kill a griever earlier on. But I literally predicted that the griever's mechanic was going to be them coming back. But
You nearly predicted every single thing about them.
no, I did. I predicted it, and then I just didn't take the correct action, which would have been to ask Civ, well, how do you kill a griever? Run into one. And I'm annoyed with myself for that, but it's okay.
So you know they have a
Mistakes.
weakness. You just don't know which one it is. And just to help you even more, Remy, because you saw it on the image of an orb, you can actually just show everyone else the exact same image with minor illusion. You don't have to find a way to say it.
Looking for the flashlight.
Well, I mean, like Remy does kind of have a flashlight.
I was wondering if someone was going to say something. All right, so you keep on going throughout the day. And is Toby actually still there? I just see his... Did he leave?
No, I think. Oh, I see flickering.
Okay, he's still there. Maybe he's the one having problem with his Skype. Or maybe he just got up and went to the bathroom. I don't know.
Just decided to
All
go
right.
to bed. Just
Do
like,
we reach
we're done.
the town safely?
Mixing Bird and Remy's horses. Yes, you do reach the town safely. Nothing else happens. Nothing bad else happens. I would really be a very mean DM if I would throw at you another fight after this. Your first actual retreat from combat. Granted, by an opponent that is extremely dangerous, that everyone told you not to engage, but still, the first time you ran from a fight.
We
Didn't
ran
really
from
choose
some
to
mushrooms
engage
that
it,
one
or
time.
like it kept insisting.
We made a tactical retreat to give
Yes,
it confidence. Let's
yes.
not say we ran.
Yes, of
We
course.
ran from those mushrooms in that cave.
Oh yeah, we did also run for those mushrooms.
Oh, okay, so it's not a first.
Those mushrooms were fucking us.
Well, it's Tobiyashi's first. He wasn't there when it happened.
Yeah.
And
Sib was there, by the way, to bail us out of that too. If you don't remember.
Alright, so you do reach the town without any problems. Thing is, when you reach the gate of the town, you do notice that there are guards. 2 melees on each side. You're not sure if they're going to let you in.
I don't know. Are they holding wanted posters of us? We could also just climb over the walls with my rope somewhere else. If we wanted to.
Toby, are you there? Did you put your headphone back on? No? Okay.
He's getting them.
Oh, okay.
If it's a small town and there are only a couple milli at the gate, we could literally just go around to the side and climb over the wall. But
I don't trust there not to be some weird magic alarm.
have we not climbed over? Well, we jumped the wall of the train station before, and there was no alarm at the
That was
city.
inside. That was an interior
inside.
wall, though.
That was an interior wall. This isn't like a big town, though, right? This is a pretty small
this is
town.
the equivalent of a village.
My guess is a village wouldn't have one. I think a larger city might.
It's not even a town. It's literally just a small village.
I don't think they have the budget to give all the little towns
Especially since they did
alarms.
tell you that town have a tendency to appear and disappear.
Mhm.
I don't think.
I mean, yeah, we could. We might as well just not.
And
risk
again,
it.
and I assume that they don't have a lot of guards in this town. Like I assume there might literally be those two and maybe a couple in the city.
Alright. So, this is the plan. You use audience's rope to climb up the wall and go inside.
I would have Remy climb up it first, maybe like sneakily, and check so we don't literally just climb over the wall into like 2 million guards standing on the wall, and they'll just be like, "What's up?"
Mhm.
I'm gonna leave Magna outside, but I'm not gonna desummon her. I'm leaving her outside the city.
Okay. Kobayashi, you back?
Wait, are we gonna put on our disguises or no?
No, this is not the train station where you want to go. It's so hold on. I'll put up the map again. This is the map. You currently are. Oh yeah, of course, it's under it. Which one is the one above it? It's this one. So right now you are here. It's gonna appear in a few moments. And you're at the dot right next to it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought we were going to the one to the left.
No, we're going up
No.
to the
Because
one on
our
the
end goal is far north. So
far north. We're like a day. We're like a little less than a day away if we travel on like horses and cat.
All right, I'll take off my mask, put it in my bag.
So you're 24 miles away from the next one, and then 16 miles after that toward the last one. So you're 40 miles away from your current goal.
I'll just follow audience's move.
Audience's move is right now just to have Remy go and peek over the wall and see if we can
Yeah,
all climb
so
it.
I'm waiting. I take off my mask and I wait.
All right. Especially since probably night is, you know that night is approaching.
Yeah.
If you start going again, you'll be walking in the middle of the night in a place where there are grievers and undead and who
Yeah.
knows what else.
I'll just turn to
Ruffians,
Remy.
thugs,
Just be
poison
like,
ivy, quicksand.
I'll just be like, Commander, Scout, Commander,
Snakes?
All right. So, Remy, you go in.
Commander.
Remy will take the first peek.
All right. You look inside, just taking a peek like this. Look inside. Huh? Everything looks calm. Everyone seems to be just going about their business. There's the little problem that the front gate is opened, so you could be seen inside. But other than that, there doesn't seem to be a high level of alert anywhere. And at least the common people, they're just going about their business, slowly going back home. Some of them are going toward the tavern. You make a perception roll, please.
I mean, if you just want to keep telling me things, like, I won't say no. 21.
21. You look about and you notice a few people closing their shop and take a few moments to look at who might be guards walking by. You only notice one Mill-E walking inside of this village. It's not even going inside of building. It's just making rounds at the town square or village square around where the well is. Well, unfortunately, you'd have to go past him to go to the tavern, but it's the only obstacle that you can see. And the wall hasn't burned your hand, so it's probably safe.
This is when we find out for the first time that Remy is actually an undead.
Alright. What does it look like, Remy? Are we safe? Can we climb over?
Remy's going to like hold up one talon, small minor illusion of a Mill-E, and then making the 2-finger walk motion.
Okay. On the walls or like down in the town?
Holds up 2 talons.
Okay, down in the town. Okay, so we're good to get up on the wall.
Remy nods.
Okay, let's go, guys.
All right, let's do it.
You go above. Audience pull his ropes again. Lets it down on the other side. You all climb down. Find yourself.
Da, 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 da.
Sorry.
And we stop it there. Yeah, so go inside this village and you look around. It does look like a village that's about to go to sleep, and probably there are a lot of people inside of the tavern, but that's it. You easily notice that single mill E making rounds in the middle of the town, going left to right. It's moving slowly. You would interpret this as being bored if it was human, alive, but since it's not, you probably interpret this as it's been given orders to slowly make its round, and it's following this a little too literally.
No, don't worry. I played Wind Waker. I know how this works.
So, like,
this is their
Could
pathing.
we like reach the tavern before it like is there time enough to like literally walk from the nearest alleyway to the tavern before it like would turn around and see us? Like, how slow is it going?
Let's see if the lever turns him off.
Let's not. Let's just get a good night's rest. let's just chill.
Let's put it on Fisher and pull it all the way down. Maybe it's gonna go to the bathroom for the first time of his life.
Second time.
Reboot.
True. We don't need
First
more
time
terrorists.
I had a baby, so we'll see what happens the second time.
We don't need more worms.
More worms.
Especially
More
since it's been...
You can already barely take care of one child.
Yeah, especially since you've left it in there for nearly 3 weeks now, only letting it once out.
But it's
We're
fine.
in a
It has
dangerous
food.
area.
It has food,
That's
water.
why I have to take it out.
By the way, you're gonna open that box. It's gonna be like a level 20 like wizard with how fast
Has-
that
has
gonna
Fisher- Especially, I've never heard the expression "you can't live on bread and water alone."
The item
Is-
the DM was actually talking about that would have beat the Griever was just Terry. Terry's like secretly just become OP in the 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You just squeeze it
I'm
out.
not
No,
hyperbolic
Fisher's
content.
never heard that. Why would he? He doesn't have to eat. He can survive on nothing alone.
I mean, he reads books.
True.
And he has...
He's been around kids.
And he has 4 friends that he hasn't left for 3 months now.
He doesn't need them.
Damn.
And now we know the truth behind it all. You're just conveniently there for him. Alright. So maybe Terranad is not that mean. Maybe he's just expressing what's inside of Fisher's head.
Terranad's actually just an illusion.
It's
Part of
Fisher's excuse for treating you poorly.
Fisher was just like, "What's a great idea? If I fabricate,
So,
then I can tell everybody how I really feel about them without it falling back on me."
da, da, da. I'd say probably you can easily make your way to the tavern if you want with a stealth roll.
Stealth time, baby.
Alright, who has any spells left? Does anyone want to throw it? Just no, I'm kidding. We're not gonna use pass without trace. Let's just stealth.
Yeah, no, you're gonna arrive inside of the tavern with a black cloud moving with you.
It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, but I think people inside would notice that. They wouldn't know it's you, but they would notice the cloud. Alright, I'm gonna rule that Jorg turns into a mouse and goes into someone's pocket. So he doesn't have to make a stealth roll.
19.
Raimi is going to assist Fisher, and he could use his own bonus action to stealth himself.
Does that
Gives you advantage.
does it? I don't think it can.
Well, he's
because
playing...
I'm currently rolling flat because I have disadvantage for my armor, but then advantage for my
Oh,
food.
right. I forgot that you have
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I'm
could
already
always roll
rolling flat.
You got your lucky coin.
I've got my coin. I haven't used my coin yet today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my coin because that was a 1. Of course it was.
I believe.
Okay, that's a 16.
Okay, that's better than the 1.
All right. Audience is the lowest. Audience is a 10.
That's the end of the campaign, everybody. See you guys next time.
Okay.
No.
So, you all try to make your way into this little tavern. Just by the way, Fisher could have just went inside of Audience's space and stayed there.
Yeah,
and
it's too much
But
trouble.
the roll has been made. So you all move quietly, and surprisingly, Fisher at this time is being quiet. Although you feel like you heard that ting sound, but you all move quietly, one after the other, trying to not get noticed by this mill doing its round in the middle of the town square. Well, it's not exactly a square. Anyway, Remy goes first, then signals Fisher, then Tobiashi, and then Audience, and everyone moves slowly, discreetly inside of this small village where the light is slowly fading and people can see less and less. Then eventually you all turn around and are just about to reach the door. Remy knows that he's okay. Fisher is a few steps behind him. Tobiashi is there and looking at all of this, and we got this, and then Tobiashi looks around and he sees Audience about to make one step out of the shadows right as the Millie is turning around. And exactly, Tobiashi, you go... Audience, you see this at the last very second, and you have this moment of... Because he rolled a 9. And you rolled a 10.
Yay! It was enough. Just enough.
It's still on my table. I wish I could show you.
I was about to throw a smoke bead at the guard.
Start another conflict immediately.
We could run away while the smoke bead is up.
You wait there for just a moment, and you see that Millie crossing your path, going over there. You slowly get up and walk to the other side. And
We're good.
Yeah. You needed to beat 9, and you rolled 10. So you were the lowest, but you succeeded. So
Thank God for the advantage on my stealth too, because I rolled a 6 on the first one.
yeah.
I would
I
not have done
actually just threw my bouncy ball at his face and it backed him up like just that 1 inch.
So you find yourself in the relative safety of a tavern. You're greeted by the innkeeper, inviting you to sit down. You all look like weary travelers. It's a good thing that you arrived when you arrived. They're just about to close the gates. So, sit down. Take a moment. Eat something. I mean, we've heard a whole lot about people being tracked right now. So you're lucky you have not met any of those shady characters.
Yeah.
Apparently there was a huge commotion in the process.
I wouldn't know anything about it.
We're just humble beat. No, I'm not going to say
In
that.
We're
Rainey's,
humble beat farmers.
in Raimi's angsty teen voice, whatever.
Whatever.
The humblest of beat farmers.
We've been too busy beating beats, you know? We don't go near the process. No,
You got any advice to
Please stop
avoid
saying
the
words, or else
fallout?
the dragon might have to roll a check.
Sorry, Fisher, you were saying?
You got any advice to avoid the fallout?
Well, I'd say you could sit up straight because you've been disappearing behind your nameplate for the past 10 minutes.
Sorry.
That's okay. All I'm seeing is the top of your head hovering over your nameplate. Well, he looks at you and, well, I'd say don't get near the process. I mean, they're probably trying to leave the island if their people gotten into trouble, so they're probably going south. Just don't go into the process. Probably stay on the
Simple
road.
enough.
If they're on the run, they're probably trying to stick to the forest. Well, don't travel at night. That goes without saying, you know. Unless you want to get eaten by undeads. Some of the younger ones have been writing out fantasies about this, but guarantee you, it's not the same thing when you're traveling with a caravan and you just hear people start screaming and you realize that someone's being eaten live. They've never seen this in person, so this is why they think it's fun. Oh yeah, just avoid the wilderness. Don't antagonize millies. Should be fine.
Easy enough.
My feet
Thanks for the heads up.
Oh.
Yeah. So where are you all from? You have this little accent that tells me you weren't born on this island.
I tell you what, I'm a no.
Oh, we're from all over. Kind of bouncing around. It's probably why it sounds weird.
That just sounds suspicious. I don't know if you should.
I used to work on the trains.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it shows. I recognize that gear on you. It's been a while since I've seen anything like this. I take it you're a very old model.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh. And on top of that, you seem to have a good vocabulary. I'm guessing you've joined the thinking people.
Yep.
All right. Well. Okay. Good. Vocabulary as good as your old self, I think. All right.
Sorry.
Sorry, I never updated beyond Blueberry.
My hardware's so old that the new software just doesn't really.
Yeah, you know. You'd have to go through the process to get a proper update.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Wasn't able to get any updates after Vista.
All right. Well, can I get you anything? Well, except for you, because, well, I'm not sure actually. I've never seen any of you. He points at you, Fisher, when he says this. I've never seen any of you eat, but I don't know. Maybe it's gonna happen someday.
No, thank you.
Okay.
I can. But it doesn't do anything.
You can.
It's kind of weird.
Oh, that's news for me. I didn't know.
Got any? God damn, I want to say it so bad.
I don't really
can I
like
just get
it,
some
though.
water?
Some what?
Water?
Water. Yes, of course, of course.
Maybe beet juice? No, I should.
Yeah, all right.
Just water.
Well, Mister. Sorry. What's your name? He looks at you, Fisher.
My name. Oh, okay, cool.
Fisher.
Oh,
Zareth. His name is Zareth.
I haven't really. I had a designation, but I don't really want to go by that anymore.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Okay, so it's a recent thing that you've been able to.
So
Okay,
I haven't
My
really
name is
decided
Resif.
on one yet.
okay. I respect that. I respect that. I mean, it's an important decision. The name. I mean,
Abraham.
I see that your companions have an interesting sense of humor. Right. So I was just gonna say, please don't talk about you being able to eat to the teens of the village of this point. I mean, they already have weird fantasies with the undead thing. I don't want them to start dreaming up fantasies about undead machines eating people just because they can.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Eat my shorts.
If you don't tell anybody, I won't.
Okay, never mind. Oh, yeah, sure. So, what about the rest of you? What do you want to eat? Well, I'm guessing you do eat.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll just
good.
have some, meat, potatoes.
Can I get slop dish number 2?
Whatever the stew is for everybody.
Yeah, can I get the stew?
Yeah.
Right?
Whatever we're serving.
Okay,
Basically.
good. Don't worry about it. Sure thing. We're gonna start this up. Just take a seat and.
Oh, before I walk away, are any of you vegan?
Does
Do they do
this, but
perpetual stew here?
Toby raises it. No, just-
Well, when you live in an era where it's survival above everything else, vegan has a very back seat. Especially since you're
I'd like
reaching
to-
winter, so you eat what we got. That's it.
Gord raises his hand. He's like, oh, sorry. Never mind.
All right, so all right. You said you only eat vegetable. Good. So we'll get a good piece of meat with a lot of mold on it. That's winter vegan. So all right, so you can all sit down in a corner. You'll have your room. It's all going to be included in the price of your room. So, is there anything you want to do for the end of this day? Anything you want to plan, prepare?
Nope. I'm just gonna have Magna sit outside the town. Let us know if the Griever comes up to it.
I like to take out this little box, little black box, and then I'll open it secretly, and I'm gonna eat the fortune cookie that's inside of it. You wait till next session for it to be read for you to come up with something.
Hot stuff coming your way. Winky face.
So what could the cookie say?
What does the cookie say? Ring, ding, ding.
You open the cookie and you read the message on it, and it says, "Beware of the poison not found."
Beware of the poison not found. I knew getting bit was a mistake. I'll show everybody else the fortune in it. I'll eat the cookie. No picture on it this time? No little snake
No.
or something?
It's just text.
Alright, after that I'll just play with my pendant. Look at it for a while. I haven't messed with it in a while, but we'll see if it comes in handy pretty soon.
All right, so you basically reattune to it.
Yes, I'll reattune to the pendant.
Be sure to note what you've unattuned yourself to. All right. So, anything you want to ask the innkeeper for what you might need the other day? The next day, or is that it for tonight? And we end today's episode on this
I'd just like to ask him if there's anywhere I could get warm clothes before, because I'm gonna attune to the Ring of Warmth.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, you're gonna have to wait in the morning, right after the
Problem.
morning prayer at the temple.
By the way, your knits are like rock hard right now.
I'm sorry, we've been traveling. I think they're frozen. Actually, you want to give them a touch? They're sharp as diamonds.
No, I don't want to touch your breast.
I mean, they're the one who was looking at him. Anyways, yeah,
Look, they might be okay with that kind of shit on the other islands, but here,
You know, those low sal people, they're weird.
Those low South people.
All right. Yeah, no. He tells you that there's going to be a place where you can go in the morning. You'll have to wait for the first prayer to be over, and people going back to their shops. But yeah, if you go to the general store, essentially, they do have things for travelers. Not a lot, but you think that they can definitely accommodate for a group of 4 people. Well, 5 if Fisher needs.
Just remember too, we might be trying to leave quickly because if the Griever's still tracking us, we may be trying to leave quickly in the morning. But
You say that right in front of this guy.
well, I'm just saying, like, be aware that.
Oh no, I know.
He wants to know if you wait until the innkeeper moves away before saying this to Tobiyashi, or you say it in front of.
Oh no! I would say obviously I wouldn't say it in front of the.
Right, he leaves them like, yeah, I know that. If we don't have time and we want to leave early, I'll just use Fisher's coat and double up on my clothes. I don't really want to use the ring right now. I feel like I could be using other stuff.
All right.
But yeah.
All right. So, for the night, do you want to have the backroom closet for the night, or do you want to have something slightly decent?
I'll take the backroom closet because I don't want to bring attention to us.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Good.
they accommodate something for the weary traveler. Take a few blankets, prepare a good place in the barn. They bring a brazier so you can actually light something without setting fire to the barn itself. Have a little bit of light or heat. Some very, very basic cots. And he lets you fall asleep. So the obvious question is, Fisher, do you feel safe enough to sleep, or no?
Nope.
I'll pray over my pendant before I sleep. Just a regular prayer, saying how I haven't talked to them in a while. Blah, blah, blah. Hopefully you're still there. Hopefully you can see me on this island. Stuff like that.
Okay. You're really connecting with this gnomish god.
I think I've tried to do it one time before, so yeah.
Well,
The
you've
only
been
god
praying
I've break-
to a whole lot of things. Your gloves, to the raccoon mask, to your pendant.
honestly, you are starting to really resemble a follower of animism.
Wait, what is that? I don't know what that is.
It's just a general belief that not just like creatures, but also like to borrow a phrase from a popular song. You know that every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, and has a name.
So that's Bob.
If you think about it in that way, dragons have names, and spirits. You should probably worship them.
You just say that while I'm praying.
Probably.
I stop for a second. I look over.
And they're
at
rock
you.
hard all the time.
I
Yeah.
give you this look, and then I go back to pray.
Just saying.
Alright.
Like,
You
where
know
did that
what?
intrusive dragon thought come from?
Just trying to Inception Toby. I'm just like whispering in his
literally-
ear while he prays.
The moment he falls
Oh.
asleep, you see audience going right above his head and saying, "The dragons. The dragons are God. Worship them."
I like to think that everything I've been praying to has just been the trickster god trying to trick me the whole time. So
Omelette du fromage.
No, please. At least say it properly.
I'm saying exactly how they say it in the
Yes,
episode.
I know.
All right.
Uh,
Are we good?
yeah.
Mhm.
So you all go to sleep, make your prayers. Fisher stays vigilant. Remy looks at audience and feels like it's a good end of the day.
You're
I mean,
alive.
he's not exactly ecstatic about staying in a closet, but
The same closet as audience. That hay bale over there, audience sat on it.
any god that's related to the light, I could feel it in me.
Jorg takes out the blanket, wraps himself in it, and goes to sleep. And we're gonna end today's episode here, so everyone can go to sleep because I feel like there's a lot of tired people.
What?
I don't know. Just,
Wide awake. What are you talking
I
about?
haven't been working all day. I don't know.
Absolutely not. No.
I had to dig again. I had to bury a body today. That was a lot of work.
Oh yeah, the body.
Wouldn't happen
I guess
to
you
be
never
the
did get to
body
talk
of
about that
a
on
sheep,
break.
would it?
No, that's
Yes,
right.
it
so-
would. It would. It would be the body of a sheep. You are correct.
Oh,
Wait, we- right?
I remember that.
now we're disappointed.
Why I have the body
hard
back,
work.
guys?
Sorry to ruin it for everybody.
Yeah, no, we could have built the legend of Sam, the body barrier.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of work though. It's you have to like get big holes.
Yeah.
So
You gotta get the permit to
wha-
dig the hole.
How did it
um,
die?
Old age.
Okay, well at least it's not
Over
by another
milking.
creature.
And when you say old age, as in old age for its natural life cycle, or old age as in you decided it was too old?
It got
No,
old
where
enough
it's-
that he could sacrifice it to
Yeah.
Satan.
The dragon.
Basically, it
Satan.
may have been a ritual involved. Not gonna. The pentagram around the hole was definitely a little bit of extra work, but well,
That's why it took so long. You had to dig the hole in a pentagram.
Yeah.
while not messing up any of the chalk lines to make sure. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a little complicated.
All right. So before someone tries to ban us for satanic things,
We're already playing D&D. They
I
already
know,
think.
I know.
They already think.
We have a I'm gonna be mean and say a semi-popular celebrity here in Quebec who thinks that people that play role-playing games are mentally deficient. So
Well, sorry.
I mean, damn. Well,
not in
I
the
mean,
same.
go off, why don't you?
No, well, weird. That would be okay, but he thinks that we're mentally lacking. We're dumb, essentially.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There are definitely some dumb TTRPG
definitely.
players, but you
Definitely.
know that's not like characteristic
No.
of the whole
But he
fandom.
thinks
I think
he thinks it is.
I think there were some horny TTRPG players in our chat tonight.
What?
Yeah,
They got
no.
Oh,
They needed
That
they needed some
interesting.
outlets. They needed an outlet.
Yeah. Oh,
I
good
sent them to horny
heavens.
jail. It's okay.
Sorry we didn't see this as it was happening.
didn't
I think
see
we
it
were all
at all.
enthralled in what was happening. At least I hope so.
I was watching it. I wasn't gonna. I mean, I wasn't gonna ban them because they weren't actually crossing any lines for me. Yeah. I felt like they were going
That's
too
not
soon.
crossing any lines.
Well, the last few.
Well, like
Cut your head off.
I think the last page of things is he was trying to figure, or she was trying to figure out how far we'd let it go.
yeah. It could have been it could have been a he. I don't know. If it was a
No,
she.
that's why I said he or she,
Yeah, he or she. Yeah,
and I didn't say her she.
or they. I don't know.
Yeah, he knows. It. Yeah.
I need to go to bed.
All right.
All right. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for being there. We hope you had a pleasant evening. We hope you'll be back next week, either Wednesday if you're watching the live broadcast, or Friday if you're watching the rebroadcast. As always, if we get 3 raiders or more on Friday, we raid someone, possibly another D&D channel, possibly Tobiyashi. We'll see. And Tobiyashi, we can raid even if you don't have 3 people. So that's about it. So thank you for being there. As always, if you enjoyed the show, you can support the stream, and it will be very, very much appreciated if you do. And also, if you're watching this on Friday, don't worry. It's probably not you on Friday that was writing all of this in chat, because Friday are pretty quiet. So, like I was saying, support the stream. It will be very much appreciated. Follow us, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. Had our first other D&D channel follow us on Twitch this week. Yay! You can also support the stream by making donations, becoming a Patreon, subscribing, and if you can't do any of those, well, simply spreading the word of this channel helps tremendously. Very much appreciated. And that's about everything I have to say or can say until the episode is completely over. So as always, good night, stay safe, and stay healthy. Bye.
Bye.
Tanae.